Greetings and salutations, Oriole Nation, and welcome to Ludington Oriole football as we begin the 2024 campaign here. The Orioles open up at home on this beautiful turf against the Alpena Wildcats, a team from the Big North Conference. I am joined tonight by Jamie Sycon. He'll be my sidekick doing color commentary. Also, Braden Kronline returns to the OSN 102.7 WMOM team as our IT consultant and also as our technical engineer for the first half. Julia Havman will be the OSN camerawoman for the first half, and her and Braden will flip-flop, and in the second half, Braden will be the cameraman, and Julia will be the technical engineer. Welcome, Oriole Nation. Seems like it's been a long time since Oriole basketball ended, and here we are now, August 29th, 2024, the Ludington Orioles and the Alpena Wildcats. How you doing, Jamie?
I'm doing great, Scoop. Looking out here at this field, it's pretty nice. It's the first time I've actually seen it from up here. It should be a nice turf for these guys to play, and those new black uniforms, I like how they stand out down there.
You like those, huh? We're going to be talking about the JV game. The JV win their game against Alpena by the score of 23-0. Very impressive win for Coach Rich Kirby and his JV team. We'll be talking more about that later. Also, it was a big, big day here at Oriole Field today. There was 4 soccer games, and we'll be talking a bit about that as well. But congratulations to Coach Chris Anderson and his Ludington varsity boys soccer team. They win their 4th consecutive Car Ferry Cup championship by defeating the Manitowoc Lincoln team by the score of 2-0. So we'll be talking soccer. We've been off to a flying start here with fall sports at Ludington, and all the teams are starting out good. The girls swim team, coached by Kelly Hatch. You also got the tennis team, coached by Rob Killips. You've got boys soccer team doing good. The girls golf team, coached by Erica Reed. And I'm sure I'm missing one here. That's why I hate bringing them up like that. But all the teams that are reporting into the Oriole Sports Network, all off to good starts. And that's a good thing.
Makes us get back in action real fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely on that. I'd like to mention that the Alpena Wildcats are out of the Big North Conference, coached by Matthew Simeon. They were 1-8 last year. And they scored 127 points, gave up 344. Also in 2022, they were 1-8. Their non-conference opponents this year are, of course, our Ludington Orioles, Zeeland East St. John's, and they're in a conference with Petoskey, also Cadillac, and the non-conference teams, or I shouldn't say non-conference, but the football-only members of that conference are Sault Ste. Marie, Escanaba, and Marquette. So that's a tough football conference. Cadillac, Petoskey, Gaylord. Make sure I pronounce that right.
That's probably why they call it the Big North. There's some big teams.
There's some big teams. We want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing. Back is our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. Pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. We got a couple new sponsors on board this year, and those sponsors are Hankwitz Heating and Air Conditioning, or Hankwitz Heating and Cooling, and we also have on board Dr. Jacob Singh and North Star Chiropractic this year. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. We'll be talking about them quite a bit tonight, but right now what we're going to do is we're going to step aside and listen to the interview I did with Coach Charlie Gunsel in regards to tonight's season and home opening gridiron game here at Oriole Field. Welcome, Oriole Nation, to the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview. I'm with Coach Charlie Gunsel as his Ludington Orioles open up the 2024 campaign at home against the Alpena Wildcats in what will be Coach Gunsel's 21st year as the head coach for the Ludington Orioles, 25th year overall. And Coach, just seems like I was talking with you last year for the opening game, and here we are, another season, best time of year.
Yeah, it's been a ton of fun, and the way football's played at the high school level now, it's year-round. So as soon as your season ends, generally you give the guys a month, maybe a month and a half off, and you're back in the gym working on things for the following year. So, we see our kids year-round, but you're right, it flies, and then you get to camp and you think you have a lot of time to prepare, and that flies, and so this day really sneaks up on you in a hurry.
A lot of the usual suspects on the schedule, of course, your conference opponents. And then you got Alpena coming in tonight. The last game of the year, you're at Howard City Tri-County, a team that Ludington used to play quite a bit when they were in the same conference. And, of course, Mason County Central on the schedule. They're in the West Michigan Conference, but not in your division. Of course, they're over in the rivers. The Orioles are in the lakes. It's your second year on the new turf. Got some new digs here, new locker room. Lots going on here. And, again, it's just a great time of year.
Yeah, I think it's a special time to be a part of our program. I think we have now one of the best facilities in West Michigan when you consider what they've done with the field surface, what they've done for our locker rooms. I mean, our kids are really well taken care of, and we're super appreciative of it as well. So, the whole environment is a little bit different here at Oriole Field. Of course, the consistency is the hill. Nobody has the hill like we do. And as I'm walking in from practice today, there's already cars parked up there. So, the entrance, everything's new. It just feels good, and it makes you feel valuable. The community's invested in us, and our kids appreciate it, and I know our staff appreciates it.
Numbers this year for the varsity and JV.
We'll dress 31 on the varsity. We dress 35 on the JV. So our numbers are very consistent. We have some really big classes coming in. I think we have 25 freshmen this year. I think we have 30 kids playing 8th grade football. So numbers all the way down to 3rd grade are off the charts. I think I have 90 kids playing youth football.
Very good.
So there's just a lot of good people involved with the football program now, from youth all the way up.
New wrinkles this year for the Orioles. How do you plan to attack on offense? Will we see a lot of similar offense that we have in the past? New wrinkles on defense, and some of the players that Oriole Nation should take note of.
Well, offense, we only brought back 2. Cam and Walt started last year as sophomores, and they're the only 2 returners. So we're going to start 9 new guys offensively. Up front, 4 out of 5 new offensive linemen, all new skill with the exception of Cam. But we like them. We like them a whole bunch. You talk about kids like Taj Williams and Messiah Himes and as slots, and then on the outside, Max Flannery, who's played a ton of football for us. Just wasn't a starter last year, and Brody Kaminsky has rejoined us as well. 2 very steady hand kids, make plays on the ball. In the backfield, it'll kind of be by committee. Ethan Tenney and Cooper Holmes will be back there a lot, and so we're excited. I mean, Andre Walden, Dom Wheaton, and Cole Hackert as H-backs, all kids that we've gotten to the point now where I would say over 80% of our kids are year-round type kids. So it's going to look a little bit similar to what we've been, because that's who we are, just with different pieces. And then you've got to kind of, you got to do what you can do. You got to do what you're good at. And one of the things that Cam's pretty proficient at is getting on the edge and reading the option. And he's gotten better at throwing the ball down the field. All off season he worked on that. He's put on 20 pounds. So all of our kids have gotten stronger, and we feel good about that. On the offensive side, on the defensive side, we do return 5 kids up front that played varsity football. And they're going to be led by Dom Wheaton, Cole Hackert, Andre Walden. I mean, those 3 have got to be special for us this year, especially on the edge with Andre and Dom. 2 new linebackers this year. Jaron Hathaway has moved up to the D-line to get a little bit more speed with that group. The linebackers are still competing. I mean, they're still competing. We certainly know who we're going to start tonight, but that competition is going to be ongoing. And in the secondary, 4 new secondary kids. Cam was back in the secondary. He got banged up a little bit in the scrimmage, so he's not going to play defensively tonight. But Taj Williams, Cy Himes is a kid you want to watch. Number 8, that kid flies. Max Flannery, and Jonah Peterson, who was just a kicker for us. I say just, I mean, he was a very good all-conference kicker, but now you're going to see Jonah more offensively and defensively.
Okay, and the conference this year, of course, Whitehall's been the kingpin for the last few years, ever since Ludington has been in the West Michigan Conference. Do you see them still retaining their spot until somebody knocks them off, or how do you break the conference down this year?
Well, until you beat them, yeah, right. Until you beat them, they're the kings, and they have been for 3 years. So I do think the gap is closing within the conference. I think Whitehall still is going to, people think they graduated all. They had other kids. I mean, they brought kids off that JV that could play. I think the team that you really want to kind of keep an eye on, Montague, they started 8 sophomores last year. I think they're going to be much improved. Oak Ridge just knows how to prepare. They know how to play. They're always going to be in the top half because of, quite frankly, this is their tradition, and they just expect to win. I see us in that group. I do. I know, it's not poor us. We graduated, I think, 17 seniors. 80% of those kids have been on varsity 3 years, but we're not hanging our heads saying, we're going to struggle. We're going to, the expectation is that we're going to show up every Friday and we're going to play. And the expectation is we're going to win.
Mm-hmm. Got Manistee on homecoming this year, October 4th. How do you see, what can you tell Oriole Nation about the Alpena Wildcats tonight's game?
Well, not a lot. Unfortunately, they have a new coach. Coach Simons just joined their program this year. They're a Class A school that participates in the Big North. I just saw them at their scrimmage. There really is no film on them because of the new staff.
Okay.
So we had to take everything from their scrimmage and then put that into our plans this week. What I saw were big, strong athletes. What I saw were kids that get after you defensively. They're going to operate defensively out of a 3-3 stack. It's going to be a cover 3 most of the evening, maybe some quarters. And offensively, I was surprised by the fact that they do try to spread it out. They have some nice athletes in the slot. So there's a lot of similarities, but I definitely think their strength is in their strength. Okay. I do think they're pretty physical kids.
Okay. Well, you had a Big North team the last 2 years in the Petoskey Northmen. You start tonight with another Big North team in the Alpena Wildcats. Good luck to you and your team. Should be a whale of a season, and it all starts tonight at Oriole Field, the Ludington Orioles and the Alpena Wildcats. Go O's.
Thanks, Group. Go O's.
Welcome back to Oriole Field, and that was my interview with Coach Charlie Gunsel. And if it sounded a little echoey there, folks, it was in the brand new Oriole locker room. Beautiful new facility. I interviewed Coach Gunsel inside there yesterday, just as I interviewed Andre Walden, who will be our Indian Summer Player in the Spotlight, and that will air at halftime. Jamie, we've got Thursday night lights tonight. Normally you hear Friday night lights. Yeah. Well, it'll be Friday night lights the rest of the way, but tonight it's Thursday night lights as we open up the season, and what a gorgeous night to open the season up here at Oriole Field.
It is a beautiful night, great weather. Teams taking the field right now to get ready for the national anthem. Coming out there, Cole Hackert, I can't see what he's carrying, but
looks like a sledgehammer.
Looks like, yeah, it might be, but they're coming out to a little AC/DC here, or sorry, not AC/DC, Metallica. Coming out to a little Metallica. Looks like something new.
Come on, that's James Hetfield and not Brian Johnson.
Well, I just seen the AC tribute band.
AC/DC, did you? Styx, they've been showing a lot of those great tribute bands we've been seeing, so. Yeah, no doubt. You look at area football games of interest on tap tonight. Mason County Central at Wyoming Godwin Heights, Montague at Grand Rapids Forest Hills Eastern, Muskegon Oak Ridge at Muskegon Orchard View. That's a big-time battle. Whitehall at Hudsonville Unity Christian. Hart is hosting Lake City. Manistee at Kalkaska. White Cloud at Shelby. Holland West Ottawa at Grand Ledge. Muskegon Reese Puffer at Grand Rapids Forest Hills Central. And Hesperia is hosting Farwell. So great opening night of football around the state of Michigan, and particularly around Western Michigan. We're getting set for our national anthem. When we come back, we will have for you the Trevor Scott Contracting and Restoration LLC starting lineup coming your way. You are listening and watching to 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network. Stay tuned, Oriole Nation.
Family. This is Adam Johnson, President and CEO of Safe Harbor. Safe Harbor Credit Union is your premier choice for all your banking needs. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, our members always come first. You're not just a member, you're family. This is Adam Johnson, President and CEO of Safe Harbor Credit Union and proud former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're thrilled to once again be the premier halftime sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. If you haven't yet experienced the Safe Harbor Credit Union difference, now is the perfect time to make the switch. We cherish our relationships with our members and our community student athletes. You'll find us in the stands cheering for that next Oriole win and in local classrooms teaching financial literacy. We believe in being the local financial institution that you can trust with all your banking needs. When you invest with us, your money stays local, and local decision-making ensures that your needs are our top priority. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Come visit us.
Welcome to House of Flavors, Michigan's largest ice cream producer. But we're more than just ice cream. We exist to make ice cream, feed people, and make our world a better place. We donate 25% of all profits to charity annually. You heard that right. We are dedicated, innovative, adaptable. Come join our team. We are looking for amazing people to join our team in maintenance, operations, palletizing, warehouse, CDL drivers. We provide career development opportunities, year-round stability, competitive wages, health insurance, 401k retirement, bonuses, profit sharing, and free ice cream. Join us to make ice cream and make a difference. Find your career today at houseofflavors.com/careers.
Welcome back to Oriole Field. The Ludington Orioles, 33 strong this year on their roster, coming off a 5-4 season where they just missed the playoffs, getting set to take on the Alpena Wildcats. Of course, the Orioles from the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division, Alpena from the Big North Conference. We want to thank Trevor Scott Contracting and Restoration, LLC. They're located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. Their services include basement foundations, concrete driveways, decorative concrete, porches, decks, including all the way up to custom-built homes. Contact Trevor Scott Contracting and Restoration, LLC, 888-860-4001. Expert craftsmanship, personalized surface, quality materials, timely completion, and comprehensive solutions. That's Trevor Scott Contracting and Restoration. Getting set for the kickoff here. Alpena will be kicking off to the Orioles. The Orioles will be going from the south end zone, going south to north, or on your radio dial. Rod Beckman was always fond of saying that, from right to left. And we'll get those starting lineups to you just as soon as we can. For Ludington, though, on offense, starting at quarterback number 1, Cam Gunsel. He is a junior, 6'3", 180 pounds. The slot back will be number 5, Jonah Peterson, a senior. The other slot back, number 8, Messiah Himes. He is a sophomore. The tight end will be number 10, Andre Walden. He is a senior. The wide receiver, number 13, Brody Kaminsky, a junior. The other wide receiver, number 15, Max Flannery, a senior. The center will be number 50, Colin Shelton. He's a junior. The right guard, 54, Blake Nelson, a sophomore. The left guard, 57, Landon Mosqueda, he is a junior. Left tackle, 58, Luis Salazar, a junior. Right tackle, 63, Walt Autry. Big Walt Autry, he is a junior. And here we go, the kickoff. Taken by Cooper Holmes. And he gets the ball out over the Ludington 40-yard line.
Yeah, Cooper was the up back there. I think they were trying to stay away from Messiah Himes and Taj Williams, but Cooper Holmes is a short guy, is just got as much speed as those. They got a good 4 guys returning back there, Scoop.
They sure do, Jamie, and we're going to get to that Alpena defense here momentarily. But the Orioles 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. And here we got a little trickery by the Orioles. And with the ball, number 2, Taj Williams. And Williams down into Alpena territory. Gets the ball across midfield, showing his quickness and his athleticism. Taj Williams, the Orioles' first offensive play of the year, showing a lot of chicanery there, Jamie.
Yeah, we had a little pitch to Cooper Holmes then, who pitched to Taj. Going back towards the west side of the field. And I don't know, that was close to about a 21, 22-yard
Well, it was from
maybe?
our own 41 down to the Alpena 44-yard line, and nice little double reverse right there. Now, Gunsel will keep. Gunsel with the ball. Cam Gunsel trying to get to the outside. He's at the 35, the 30. He's broken tackle. He's gone. And in the second offensive play of the season, the Ludington Orioles have scored. Woo! Give me one, Jamie.
Woo! Touchdown!
44-yard touchdown run by quarterback Cam Gunsel on the Orioles' second play of the season from offense.
That's just what we needed to get Scoop fired up right there. 2 plays, touchdown.
Orioles score on a 44-yard run by quarterback Cam Gunsel at the 11:25 mark of the opening quarter. He got some nice blocking there from his offensive line as well, and made some nice nifty moves on his way to the end zone. In for the point after number 5, Jonah Peterson. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And at 11:25 to go in the opening quarter, the Ludington Orioles, lightning offense. They're on top, 7-0. And we'll step aside. You are watching and listening to 102.7 WMOM and the OSN. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top-quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Welcome back to Oriole Field. Quick striking Oriole offense, a 44-yard touchdown run by quarterback Cam Gunsel. And Jamie, that was set up by some nice blocking from his teammates.
Yeah, he had Blake Nelson at right guard, number 54, and then Big Walt Autry had a breakfast pancake tackle out there to set the edge, and Cam went right between the two of them untouched.
Walt Autry had a great year last year as a sophomore, and he is the stud on that offensive line. Walt Autry, expecting big things from him. And, boy, he's, as you said, made that great block to start things off right there. Kickoff there by Jonah Peterson went out of bounds, much to the chagrin of some of the Oriole coaches there. They thought it was in bounds, particularly the kicking coach.
Yeah, it was right down there in front of them. Of course, the three coaches were blocking. I couldn't see where it was, but they were screaming no, it was still in bounds, but couldn't see it from this angle, Scoop.
Alpena will start out from their own 35-yard line, and the Alpena quarterback is number 1, Zach Orban. And right off the bat, they get a nice gain right there, carrying the ball, number 3, and that was Braden Shadig. Actually, wide receiver right there. So.
Yeah, they ran a little wide receiver screen, tackled by Wheaton, Dom Wheaton.
Big Dom Wheaton. We'll get that offense, or the defense, both starters to you just as soon as we can. Here's a pass up top and fought for, and it's caught out there. Great catch. A lot of hand fighting going on out there, and it was brought down by, looks like number, is that 2 or 7? I think that's
number. Whew. As soon as he turns, we'll be able to tell.
It's got to be 2 because there's no 7 on the roster.
Looks like number 2, and he
Thorin,
was.
Thorin Rogers. Nice catch out there.
Jonah Peterson on the tight coverage. It was just a beautiful catch over the shoulder.
And it was great coverage by Peterson, too. So Alpena's got the ball down to the Oriole 29. Now, there's a big sack right there. And on the sack for Ludington, looks like it was number 20. And that is Logan Sloan from his outside linebacker position, Jamie.
He came in untouched. He was there with 2 other Ludington Orioles, but he was untouched. And the loss of, what do we got? Looks to be about...
Big loss of 12.
12, yeah.
Second down and 22 for Alpena. 10-10 to go in the opening quarter. Ludington up 7-0.
Oh, we got false start.
Yeah, that's going to be a legal procedure there on the Wildcats. Setting the Oriole defense for you, folks. Here are the starters. Number 4, Zach Graham at cornerback. He's a junior. Number 5, Jonah Peterson at cornerback. He is a senior. Number 7, Will Rubianis. He is a senior. He's an inside linebacker. The free safety, number 8, Messiah Himes. He's just a sophomore. Defensive tackle, number 9, Cole Hackert. Strong safety, number 15, Max Flannery. Outside linebacker, number 20, Logan Sloan. Outside linebacker, number 30, Big Dom Wheaton. And here's a run by Alpena, and it's number 3 again. And that was Braden Shadig.
And he was brought down by number 15, Max Flannery.
The other Oriole starters on defense, number 55, Jaron Hathaway. He's a senior. He's a nose tackle. Number 57, Landon Mosqueda. He is a junior. He's the inside linebacker. And number 60, Nick Wysong. He is a senior, and he's starting at defensive tackle. Here's a pass, and it's deflected. Pass deflected right there, and getting in, Cole Hackert causing all kinds of pressure right there and causing havoc on the quarterback.
Yes, he got in clean. That's the that was the fourth play in a row that they've lined up, and here we go, 5th play in a row where they've lined up in the exact same formation. They've ran the same play twice to the outside receiver and 3 times to number 3 here. So
they don't waste any time. Alpena gets right in there. Zach Orban is the quarterback. He's going to go
same
deep.
Play again.
He's got a receiver break, and that's going to be pass No call.
Flag. No flag.
No call. And, boy, I'll tell you what, Zach Peterson doing a really nice job back there. He was all over.
Jonah Peterson.
Jonah Peterson, I'm sorry. Jonah Peterson all over the Alpena wide receiver. And that was 4th down right there. So the Oriole defense, they bent, but they didn't break, Jamie.
They did not. And you know that, like you said, they were running the hurry-up offense there, and there was no time for them to set. They ran the same formation every down, and that time we were able to defend it.
Looks like these two teams want to turn this game into a track meet.
Here we go, ready to fly. No huddle for Orioles.
Boy, don't take too deep of a breath here. Now Gunsel will carry, he's got big room again. He's at midfield. Gunsel, 45-40. He's at the 35 to 30.
He's gone.
Cam Gunsel. Oh my goodness. Cam Gunsel. 2 carries now, and he's well over 100 yards.
Woo! And I hate to say it, Scoop, but that was the exact same play as he scored on the last time. Another good block by Autry and Nelson, untouched again.
Jamie, if my math is right, a 68-yard touchdown run by quarterback Cam Gunsel. Woo! I'll tell you, Orioles striking quick. Point after attempt by Peterson. Good snap, down, good. Ludington 14, Alpena nothing. We're going to step aside. You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned, Oriole Nation.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
Welcome back to Oriole Field. Todd Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, joined tonight by Jamie Sycon, also Braden Kronline and Julia Havman. And it's the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM bringing you live varsity football action. Ludington out to a quick 14-0 lead. 9:30 to go in the opening quarter. Here's the kick by Peterson. It's that little satellite kick.
And it's going to go outside or out of bounds again.
That one was nowhere near as close as the first one, Jamie. And again, we're giving a lot of love to Cam Gunsel, the Oriole, very, very athletic and talented junior quarterback, but he's getting a lot of help from his offensive lineman right there, and namely Big Walt Autry.
Yeah, I think Charlie said, hey, if they did it once, we'll try it again. And Walt Autry and Blake Nelson had a great block, but also Colin Shelton at the center position. But when Cam had to make a cutback at the 40-yard line there, he got a great block from his wide receiver to make that happen and sprung him for the touchdown.
Cam Gunsel, 2 carries in this game, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns. Here's a pass. Oh, nice pass there from the quarterback. Getting his hands on it for the Alpena Wildcats was I think it was 11, wasn't it?
Yep, 11 for there. Number 15 breaking it up.
Yeah,
Max Flannery.
Brady Chapman was the receiver for Alpena. And I'll tell you what, this quarterback for the Wildcats, and he is number 1, Zach Orban, he's got a pretty strong arm.
He's slinging it. They have not ran it once yet.
2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. And just as they say that, they give it straight ahead to a big burly back right there.
Number 45.
And 45 is, we apologize, folks, but the numbers here are all kind of mixed up on the roster. That was Colt Walter on the carry right there. Gain of 2, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Ball on the Alpena 37-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Ludington 14, Alpena nothing. Week 1 of the MHSAA season. Thursday night lights here at Oriole Field. Alpena in town out of the Big North Conference. Here's a run and a nice gain right there for number 2. And we've seen him a few times now. And that was Thorin Rogers. Thorin Rogers on the carry.
And we had Zach Graham and Messiah Himes in on the tackle.
Bring up a 4th down and 3. 4th and 3. Alpena lined up to go for it here from their own 42-yard line. And here's the snap, and there's the pass, and the Orioles are going to stop Alpena, and they will take over possession. Boy, the Orioles were not fooled at all on that, and coming in like a rocket for Ludington was both number 20 and also
number 30, Dom Wheaton.
Logan Sloan and big Dom Wheaton.
Yeah, they set up to run that wide receiver screen again to number 3. I think that's probably the 6th or 7th time they lined up on that, and Orioles went right after it. They weren't going to take any chances, and they brought him down for a big loss.
8:15 to go, opening quarter. Orioles 14, Wildcats nothing. Ludington with the ball. 1st and 10 from the Alpena 37-yard line. Now Gunsel will keep. Gunsel, and this time he breaks the tackle. He's loose. There's a penalty marker down. Still, finally he's brought down. I'll tell you what, very elusive. Alpena's probably thinking, what the heck, does he got grease on his jersey? Oh, another late flag comes in. Boy, that one came in real late. 2 penalties on the play. Gunsel gained, he got the ball down, about the 3rd down to about the 28 yard line. But there's 2 markers down.
The first one might be a hold on Walt Autry. They might have called a hold even though it looked like a pancake block, but the second one, I think somebody was giving a little lip service down there in front of the referee coming out of the scrum, and the flag flew.
I concur with you. Alpena's defense, their starters, number 44, Aiden Aub. He is a linebacker. Also number 88, David Barbakazdi, and he's a defensive end. The safety, number 33, Simon Duffler. Linebacker, number 53, Eric Eads. Also at safety, number 32, Cole Herman. The linebacker, number 52, Jack Krozak. Starting defensive end, number 23, Matthew Lash. Starting at cornerback, number 14, Charles Renard. Also starting at cornerback, number 10, Eli Worth. The safeties, number 29, Alex Winfield. And the defensive tackle, number 66, Trent Young. Those are your starters on defense for the Alpena Wildcats. Give a synopsis of the penalties.
Well, the call there was holding on the Orioles and then unsportsmanlike conduct on the Orioles. So, they're fired up right now, but we'll see what they got. 1st down, 25.
And here on the carry, Peterson, a nice run there for Jonah Peterson, and he gets the ball back into Alpena territory, and he takes it all the way down to the Alpena 38-yard line. They got a lot of that big chunk of that yardage back, Jamie.
Yep, right up the middle. He ran right up the middle. Good blocking by that line again, and 14 yards on the carry.
Orioles up 14-0. 7:39 to go in the opening quarter. 2 long touchdown runs by quarterback Cam Gunsel. 44-yard run at the 11:25 mark and a 68-yard touchdown run at the 9:30 mark. 2nd and 11 for the Orioles. In motion for Ludington, number 8, Messiah Himes with the ball. Gunsel breaks a second tackle, and he's down near the Alpena 31-yard line. See where they mark him. You're going to mark him down at the 32. So that'll bring up a 3rd. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, 7:01 to go. Opening quarter. Orioles up 14-0 over the Alpena Wildcats of the Big North Conference. Next week, Jamie, we'll be right back here at Oriole Field, the battle for the Lumberman's Trophy. We've always, since we've started we've resumed the rivalry with Mason County Central in football. It's always been the last week of the season. This year it's week 2, and it'll be here at Oriole Field, the battle for the Lumberman's Trophy, as our neighbors to the east and our county rivals, the Spartans of Mason County Central, come to town. And there's our 1st down run by Jonah Peterson.
Yeah, speaking of that, Scoop, we usually it was the last game of the season for the rivalry in basketball as well, and I think it was maybe
Benzie Central, I think.
Yeah,
this past year.
Central. Usually, we played Mason County Central early this year as well in basketball, so it's something we're not used to, but we're getting used to.
The Orioles have the ball down to the Alpena 21-yard line. 6:10 left in the opening quarter. Orioles up by 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points. Gunsel looks over the Alpena defense. He'll give the ball now, and on the carry, look to be number 6, Ethan Tenney. And Tenney is a 5'10", 180-pound junior, promising junior. And Ethan Tenney, he runs a lot like his brother did when his brother played football here at Ludington.
I didn't know him, Scoop, but I believe you. I wouldn't doubt a word you say about sports.
Pick up a 5 for Tenney. 2nd down and 5 for the Orioles. 5:34 to go in the opening quarter. Again, our Indian Summer Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight will be here we go. Pass by Gunsel is complete. And touchdown, Orioles!
Taj Williams.
16-yard touchdown pass from Cam Gunsel to Taj Williams.
I was just getting ready to say Charlie's been leaning on that offensive line. We have not thrown a pass yet. And what a perfect bullet thrown by Cam Gunsel. And a great broken tackle on the catch there, and a nice touchdown to the outside corner by Taj.
He had a lot of zip on that and very, very accurate. Andre Walden was the name I was kind of mesmerized by the play as it was unfolding right there. And here's the kick, and it is no good. He shanked that one to the left. And your score with 5:10 to go in the opening quarter are the Ludington Orioles 20 and the Alpena Wildcats nothing. We're going to stay right here, and we're going to tell you about some of our great sponsors, beginning with Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. A family-owned and operated business since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. And, of course, Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. In fact, the CEO of Safe Harbor Credit Union, Adam Johnson, he's a member of the Chain Gang with his dad, Les.
Yeah, Les and Adam, they've been doing that for quite a few years. It's nice to see them doing things like that in the community. It's always supported, and they're very supportive of the Ludington community and the athletes.
Yeah, you know, Gary Castoni, the late Gary Castoni, great friend of mine and longtime broadcast partner of mine. He was a member of the Chain Gang before he became a color commentary man. All right, so that kick there, for the first time, the kick does not go out of bounds, and it is fielded there by number 44 of the Alpena Wildcats.
Aiden Obb.
Yep, Aiden Obb, or Obby, or Obb. And we apologize to all the Wildcat Nation out there who may be tuned in. I know they have their own station as well, too, though, if we are butchering some of the names here. So 1st and 10 for Alpena. They'll begin at their own 31-yard line. 5:09 to go in the opening quarter. Ludington 20, Alpena nothing. The Orioles have had the ball 3 times. They've scored 3 touchdowns. Here's a pass complete. Oh, what a hit out there. Coming up, was that Jonah Peterson?
Yes, I think so. Number 5. It's hard to see all the way across.
Pass complete to Chapman.
Yes, Jonah Peterson.
Jonah Peterson.
Great hit.
And it was intended for Brady Chapman. It's ruled incomplete.
You know, Scoop, they just lined up in the same formation, but they switched. They put the 3-receiver set on the far side of the field, and we've been all over that play so far. The Orioles are reading it very well.
Yeah. 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. So actually, there was a gain of 1 on that play. I thought they called it incomplete, but I must be mistaken. There's a run. Good power run right there, and it looks like that's close to an Alpena first down. Took a host of Orioles over there to bring down the runner. Number 7 on the carry. Or they don't have a 7. That's 2 again. That was Thorin Rogers.
It looked like
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Who do we got here? Jackson Henney?
Yep. So it's a 3rd down and short for the Wildcats. Ball is on. It's just shy of the Alpena 40-yard line. And now we're going to have a timeout, I believe. Officials timeout, and while we have that, gives me time to give you Alpena's offense. Their quarterback, number 1, Zach Orban. The running back, number 45, Colt Walter, and also number 2. And Number 2 is Thorin Rogers. Their receivers, number 11, Brady Chapman, and number 32, Cole Herman. The slot back, I gave him already. Also, number 3, Braden Shadeg.
They call officials timeout. Number 2 had to switch helmets.
Okay.
And, so he's back in the backfield now.
3rd and short. I'll give you Alpena's offensive line momentarily. Okay. Here's the run. Ludington in hot pursuit. It will be a first down for Alpena on the carry, number 2. And he's brought down by number 8. So on the carry for Alpena, that was Thorin Rogers, brought down by Messiah Himes. The starters on offense for the offensive line for Alpena, number 78, Oliver Duffler. The others are number 68, Trenton Stevenson, number 45, Henry Wergo, and number 55, Owen Barnhart, and number 50, John Dargis.
We're real quick on the action here, Scoop.
Right.
Neither team has had a huddle yet in this game. It's all no huddle.
All right. Ludington putting pressure on the quarterback, and he's driven out of bounds there and forcing him out for Ludington. Looked like that was
Logan Sloan.
Yep, Logan Sloan. Also, it looked like Nick Wysong was over there, too, as the quarterback, Zach Orban, for Alpena, gets the ball. Actually, it's going to be a slight loss on the, well, I don't know. Are they going to call it no gain? I think they're going to call it 2nd down and 10. Looks like it might be a slight, very, very slight loss. We'll call it 2nd and 10. We'll say there's just no gain on the play, no loss. Good pursuit right there, and a sack. And I believe that's Big Dom Wheaton.
Big Dom Wheaton in on the sack, along with Jackson. I'm probably messing
Is that
this
21?
up. Number 52, Jackson Honey or Henny.
Let's see.
Not sure how we say his last
Jackson
name.
Haney.
Haney.
Jackson
There we go.
Haney. Yeah, it's dad, good guy, Josh Haney, baseball coach.
Okay, well, another big 2 plays by Jackson there, and still in a no-huddle formation here.
Was that 21 in there for us too? Connor Such, or is he? Some of these numbers are a little hard to read. All right, so it's 3rd and 14 for the Wildcats. On the carry, good pursuit by the Oriole defense. That was Thorin Rogers on the carry.
And as you speak, you're right. That was
Connor Such.
21 Connor Such on this tackle, Scoop.
Yeah, and I believe he was in on that sack as well. So I think there were 3 Orioles in on that sack, led by Dom Wheaton, Connor Such, and as you said, Jackson Haney.
Haney, I got it now. Haney.
Bring up a 4th and 9 for the Alpena Wildcats. 2:12 to go in the opening quarter. Week 1 of the MHS AA season. Thursday night lights here at Oriole Field. Ludington up 20-0. Some impressive offense by the Orioles in this first quarter, Jamie.
Very impressive. Great up front blocking and great vision and running by Cam, and then a great pass there.
Good pursuit here, and he's going, good
he's
job
gonna
by
get
the
hit
Orioles.
again.
Oh, wow. What a crunch right there. That was Haney, and it also looked like Cole Hackert. Yes, Haney and Cole Hackert combined for the sack right there.
And Nick Wysong again.
In Wysong as well, and that's going to force another Alpena change of possession here. They turn the ball over. Ludington, with 1:45 to go in the opening quarter, will have the ball at the Alpena 43-yard line and a 20-point lead.
Yeah, Haney took a little bit of a pop from Wysong with both of them meeting at the same time. He took a little bit of a pop in the stomach there, but great team effort on a big sack loss there on 4th down.
1st and 10 for the Orioles. Gunsel to pass. He's rolling to his right. Rolling. He'll get rid of the ball. He's got open, and it's going to be incomplete. And there were a couple of Orioles in the vicinity, but there were also 3 Alpena Wildcats in the vicinity. And it looked like it was broke up by number 57. These numbers are hard to read by
they're
Alpena.
hard to read on the Alpena team. Yes, so you're right, 57. Yeah, he had Taj Williams and Messiah Himes down there both.
Sorry, it was 52. There is no 57. I'm having a problem between the 2s and the 7s out there. Cole Herman. I'm sorry, Eric. Nope. 52. Yeah, that was Jack Krozak, who broke that pass up. So 2nd down and 10 for the Ludington Orioles. Gunsel will keep. Gunsel following his blocking. Gunsel breaking tackles. He's inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line of the Alpena Wildcats. And what can you say about the patience and the maturation of quarterback Cam Gunsel? having the patience to wait and follow his big offensive lineman.
Yeah, those 5 guys up front right now are pushing people around, opening up big holes, and Cam's just waiting to see which one he wants to hit right now. They're having their way with that defensive front of
Let's give some love. Yeah, let's give some love to that Oriole offensive line. Colin Shelton, Blake Nelson, Landon Mosqueda, Luis Salazar, and Walt Autry. Gunsel will keep. He's got some room. Cam Gunsel, 20. He's at the 15, and he's brought down at about the 12-yard line of Alpena. Bringing him down, I believe, was number 14 for Alpena, Charles Renard.
He come up high on Cam and got him around the neck right there. And Cam was looking for a little help from the official, and the official just picked the ball up and walked away.
1st and 10 for the Orioles. 52 seconds to go in the opening quarter. They have the ball at the Alpena 12-yard line. Ludington's offense clicking on all cylinders right now in this opening game of the 2024 Gridiron campaign.
I wouldn't doubt to see him run it right up the middle again right here, Scoop.
In motion for the Orioles, number 5, Jonah Peterson. He's rolling right. He's got a receiver open out there on the catch. And down inside. Is he in?
Oh,
is
just
he
at
in?
the 1.
He's going to be stopped at the 1. And I believe that was number 9, Cole Hackert on the catch. No, was it? No, 5. That was Peterson. Jonah Peterson.
We got to get some better glasses up here.
Oh, I'm going to be seeing Dr. Jennifer Branding soon. She's my eye doctor. And I'll tell you, it just the right combination tonight. The jerseys that Alpena are wearing and these black jerseys, you think the Ludington jerseys would pop a little bit more, Jamie. I'm not complaining.
No, I really like them, but I don't know if it's the way the angle that we're at up here, but when they're turned to the side, those 2s and 7s are looking alike.
Partner, it's opening game.
It is.
It's opening game, and that was the last play of the first quarter. Your score from Oriole Field. It's been all Ludington Orioles. The Ludington Orioles 20, the Alpena Wildcats nothing. You are listening and watching to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned, O Nation.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Welcome back to Oriole Field. We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. The Orioles will have the ball. 1st down and goal to go. Ball will be on the 1-yard line of the Alpena Wildcats. Do you think it's going to be Cam Gunsel following his center here, or maybe he'll get behind his big right tackle, Walt Autry?
You know, I think he's got a choice right now. Which one of those 5 guys?
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice.
Safe Harbor Credit Union is your premier choice for all your banking needs.
In the backfield here, so if he's not getting the ball, I would say he's leading the way for Cam.
He's our equivalent to what Fridge Perry was for the 85 Chicago Bears. Gunsel, touchdown, Orioles!
And just like that, was a pancake block on that linebacker coming through and a wide open run for Cam.
1-yard touchdown run. Quarterback Cam Gunsel, 11:57 mark of the second quarter.
Great block right there. Great block by Cole Hackert.
Yep. Cole Hackert doing a nice job. He was paving like he was paving a road right there. A grader.
He was doing something. I figured if they were putting him back there, he was leading the way, and that's exactly what he did. Took that linebacker and blew him right up.
You can't go wrong. You put him in there, or if you go behind your big right tackle, Walt Autry, and your right guard, Blake Nelson, or Landon Mosqueda and Luis Salazar.
I tell you, the way we're rushing the ball,
Yeah.
all 5 of those guys are getting on people and holding their blocks, doing a fantastic job.
They're going for 2. Gunsel, he'll keep. Gunsel, and he's going to be brought down. He did not fool the Alpena Wildcats one bit right there, Jamie.
Nope, I think they knew Cam was going to run. I think he tried to get out. He knew he had a wide open receiver, but he just couldn't get outside. The pass rush came too fast.
Going to say the Orioles center tonight, number 50, Colin Shelton. So we have 11:57 to go, opening half, and Ludington up 26-0. We'd like to thank Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. If you do end up with a scrape, if you're involved in a fender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, give Benny a call, 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. Call LP&G 843-8250. Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects, is proud to support Ludington Oriole Sports while being a sponsor on the Oriole Sports Network. And Ludington Chiropractic. If you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor to relieve that pain, see Dr. Mark Yack at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment is necessary. Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yack at Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, located next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 231-843-1874. Here's another one of those satellite kicks, I guess you would best describe it. And it's been very successful for the Orioles since they've been using it. It was fumbled, but the Alpena Wildcats fall on the ball, and they will have it 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for Alpena at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, that was number 14, Charles Renard. I think back in our day, Scoop, they called that the pooch kick.
Yeah, you're right.
We don't have the leg to get it deep, but we get it high enough in the air where our coverage can run under the ball and stop the return. So far, it's been successful.
Orioles up 26-0. 3 touchdown runs by Cam Gunsel, 1 touchdown pass by Cam Gunsel. Now here's the Alpena quarterback rolling right, Zach Orban.
Ooh.
And there's a late flag that came in. I don't know if we're going to have a late hit right there, Jamie. It could be.
It could be. It was hard to see. I think it was number 21, but the quarterback had so much momentum going forward. The defender just pushed him, and there was nowhere else for him to go but forward. I didn't really see a flag was necessary there.
Yeah.
It's hard to see from this side of the field.
Yeah, personal foul on the Orioles. So that'll add 15 onto the run there.
Personal foul on the Orioles.
Ludington leading 26-0. They were up 20-0 at the end of the first quarter, and they scored on the first play of the second quarter on a 1-yard touchdown run by Gunsel.
That's just one of those plays, Scoop, where the effort's there. The quarterback's running down the sideline, and we're closing in fast, and he steps out of bounds, and now you're caught.
Alpena at the 44. He lost his footing, and then he got finished off right there by that guy who's having a big game, Jackson Haney.
That's 4 tackles in the backfield for Jackson Haney right now. So he is definitely getting penetration into that backfield.
You know the neat thing about Jackson Haney, Jamie? He's a 6-foot, 160-pound freshman.
Well, he's making his name known here today, Scoop, that's for sure.
I knew his dad, Josh. I know his dad, Josh, and I know Dad Josh is, for baseball. He's been very modest about his football playing son.
There he is again.
There we go, Josh Haney again. My goodness. He is all over the playing field here of the Ludington Orioles. Jackson Haney with a big sack of the Alpena quarterback, Zach Orban.
If I'm looking at my notes, my tallies here, that's his 5th tackle. 4 for a loss right there, Scoop.
He's absolutely wreaking havoc on this Alpena offense.
He's pretty much coming in untouched. I was specifically watching him on that play, and he was untouched.
We have a timeout on the field, and while we do, we want to thank McGee Insurance Group. They've been serving West Michigan since 1939. They provide quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10, located next door to Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yuck. Call 231-845-5000. Also, Urca Auto Center, founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices, so so our customers keep coming back. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. The Urca family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. That's 4 generations, folks. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282. Talk to Matt Urca. He's a big football fan, just like you and me, Jamie. All right.
He is, and they're 52 is in helping on that tackle again right there. He is he's just shedding blockers right there. Speaking of this, looking at this paper you got sitting here, local players in college, Big Jake Plamondon at Ferris State. You know, the last time I seen a freshman playing like this kid was Big Jake Plamondon. So hopefully we have something here for the next 4 years.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Big Jake Plamondon back for his junior year at Ferris State, and he's a starter on the defensive line. He's right around the 300-pound mark right now. I saw him not too long ago and had a nice chat with him. We have a timeout on the field. The Alpena Wildcats are facing a 4th down and 16. The ball is on their own 39-yard line. 10:20 to go in the opening half. Folks, if you're thinking about selling your home or property, let Team Jamie Loney and Christina Simone at 5-Star Real Estate help you. They'll walk you through the process step by step. Jamie and Christina take pride in their communication, organization, and putting clients' wants and needs first. Call Jamie Loney at 231-794-9740 or Christina Simone at 231-343-4598 today. Team Jamie Loney, 5-Star Real Estate, 513 South James Street in Ludington. Also, here's one of our new sponsors, North Star Chiropractic. Prides itself on taking care of Oriole athletes of all ages. The team at North Star Chiropractic is dedicated to helping Orioles prevent injuries, recover faster, and improve their overall performance. North Star's expert chiropractors understand the unique needs of athletes and use cutting-edge techniques to ensure a pain-free performance. At North Star Chiropractic, Oriole performance is our priority. That's North Star Chiropractic, 311 South Rath Avenue. Call 231-843-8200, and we are very pleased to have Dr. Jacob Singh and his lovely wife, Sarah Singh, on board as sponsors with North Star Chiropractic of the Ludington Orioles via the Oriole Sports Network. And we just had a punt there by the Alpena Wildcats, and give Oriole Nation a description of what just happened.
Yeah, that was the first punt of the game. We were playing for them not to punt in the 3-4 set, and he just punted it down. It comes to rest at the 23-yard line, and that's where the Orioles will take over.
Ludington up 26-0. A reminder, Andre Walden is our Indian Summer Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight during the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. Here's a pass completed from Gunsel to Taj Williams. Williams got through, and he can burn. He's at the 45, the 40, and there he goes, and he just was pushed out of bounds by Alpena's number 24, who saves a touchdown, and that saving tackle made by, and of course we don't have a 24 on the roster here, but number 24 for Alpena saved a touchdown there. Taj Williams, incredible quickness and speed.
Great speed, just a little outside hitch route, about a 4-yard pass, and Taj took it. Great block by his other wide receiver right out there. I believe that was number 5, Max Flanders, or sorry, Jonah Peterson maybe it was blocking out there. And just almost took it to the house, but we got a player down right now.
We do. We have an Alpena player down. And, you know, interviewing Coach Charlie Gunsel earlier for the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview, I wondered why he had a little twinkle in his eye, a little glint in his eye. He had a smile, and he said, Scoop, I think we're right with the top echelon of the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. And we're only a quarter, and we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter right now. But I'll tell you what, this Oriole speed, the Oriole team, they are showing incredible speed right now.
Well, when you're a young football team, what helps that? Speed, and they got plenty of it. When you got more than just one guy who can run, it makes it very hard on a defense, no matter if they're experienced or not, and that's what we're doing. We're putting these speed guys out here, spreading them out, and right now Cam's just got time because of his offensive line to decide when he does drop back to throw, where do I want to go with it, and if not, I'm taking off with it, and we've seen what he does when he takes off with it.
Yeah, you know, Jamie, we're talking about, and we'll talk more about this later, our Ludington and Mason County Central football players who are playing at college level. We'll talk about that a bit later. But right now, Ludington are 1st and 10. Ball on the Alpena 31-yard line. Gunsel to throw. Puts it up. He's got to receive. Oh, almost picked off right there. Lurking was number 24, and we don't have his name.
We do not.
24, who made the saving tackle on Taj Williams just a bit ago. Almost had himself an interception right there.
He did. It must be, I do see they have about 6 players listed as possible fifth quarter players.
Oh, yep.
So he could be one of, there's no numbers next to him, but he could be one of those JV players who has come up to play a quarter because he didn't play in the first quarter.
Jamie, you're exactly right. Okay, 9:54 left, second quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Orioles. Gunsel, his pass is complete. And he gets it over the middle, and Andre Walden with his first reception of the year, and he's got an Oriole first down.
And he's tackled by number 24. I would imagine if things keep going this way for 24, he might not be playing one quarter up here next week for Alpena. He might be playing all 4.
Exactly. 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Ball on the Alpena 19-yard line as Gunsel connects there with Walden, our Indian Summer Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight. You'll hear his interview at the half. At the Safe Harbor Credit Union half.
And Ethan Tinney's lined up next to Cam in the backfield.
Gunsel drops back, looking right. Pass is complete out there, and that's Taj Williams. Williams with the
touchdown.
Taj Williams.
Did he get in?
No, he's not in, but what? Some phenomenal moves there by Taj Williams. Did a little shake and bake right there, and there's a penalty marker down.
I tell you, he's got speed and he's got some shiftiness, but it looks like we might have an illegal block on number 10, possibly Andre Walden.
Incredible moves there by Taj Williams. And Taj coming off, he looks like he was holding his...
Looks like he's holding his hand after he dove for the pylon there.
Let's hope that's nothing serious there, and Miss Jen can get some ice on him. Ludington up 26-0 right now. And the penalty, have we seen it yet? Don't believe we've seen the initial penalty yet.
They might call a crackback block here.
Yep, you are exactly correct. And it's a spot foul, so they'll come back from where Taj was stepped out of bounds. And it'll be marked at the Alpena 27-yard line.
So we go from the 2-yard line down to back to the 27.
Yeah. All right, Ludington up 26-0. Gunsel to pass. Screen pass set up, and he's got number 6 out there, and that's Ethan Tenney. Tenney still on his feet. He's down near the 10-yard line. So Orioles pick up a huge chunk of that penalty right there, Jamie.
Big chunk back in a great blocking downfield by wide receiver Brody Kaminsky there, holding his block, and that allowed that to spring for, I would say, a good extra 14 yards there. At least he got off that block.
Coach Gunsel and his coaching staff have to be thrilled with the way the team is executing right now. The one thing I'm sure they're not happy about is the penalties.
They've had a few that they shouldn't definitely have gotten, but I think they're amped up right now. You know, maybe he'll get them a little under control in the halftime here and take those penalties and diminish them.
8:30 to go, opening half. Ludington up 26-0. Gunsel looking right. Now he comes back, looks center. Now he's going to take off with it. He's at the 10. Gunsel, he's at the 5. Touchdown, Orioles! Cam Gunsel weaving his way down to pay dirt. And Ludington now adds 6 more points.
You know, sometimes you just can't say anything, Scoop. I'm standing up here watching, and he's shaking and baking and making guys miss, and great blocking downfield again. But, you know, I give a lot of credit to Cam on that one. He had to work for that one.
Well, that time he got behind Landon Mosqueda and also Luis Salazar, his left guard and his left tackle.
He did.
Let's give them some love. Ludington now up 32-0. Peterson in to attempt the point after. 8:17 to go in this first half. Low snap. Good job there. Kick up and kick is good. Ludington 33 and Alpena nothing. And we're going to stay here and give some more love to some more of our sponsors as Cam Gunsel just scores on a 12-yard touchdown run. And what an opening game for Gunsel. He's got 4 touchdown runs and 1 touchdown pass. The Orioles up 33-0. Another one of our new sponsors, and a big welcome aboard to Hankwitz Heating. Hankwitz Heating was established by Lowell Hankwitz in 1975. His son David Hankwitz has continued on with the family business. We specialize in service or installation of residential heating and cooling equipment for new construction and existing homes. Equipment we install includes furnaces, boilers, mini splits, gas logs, and water heaters. We are licensed and insured and serve all of Mason County and northern Pentwater. We are now scheduling fall furnace boiler service, and we give free installation estimates. Hankwitz Heating and Cooling is located at 609 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. They can be reached at 231-843-2809. You can get more details and information on our website at westmichiganguides.com/Hankwitz-heating-cooling-Ludington. All right, here's another satellite kick, fielded right there, and Alpena will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. The ball fielded by number 53, and that was Eric Eads.
The other thing on that, Scoop, is their roster is not in numerical order, so we're having a hard time, trying to figure out where these numbers are at. We think they should be in the middle, and all of a sudden they're at number 53 up towards the top of the roster. So
we're not complaining. We're just stating the fact right here. The numbers are jumbled, and I mentioned that earlier. Plus, the type is pretty small too. But again, we're not complaining.
No. Can't complain on a beautiful Thursday night at Oriole Field.
Not at all, considering this is the best time of year. High school. Oh, there he was again. Big number 52 again. Oh, my. Jackson Haney. What a game he's having.
Another tackle, 2-yard loss.
Penalty marker down. Hey, we want to say Hankwitz, also North Star Chiropractic, the two new sponsors we have for the Orioles on the OSN. Big thank you to Hankwitz. Talking earlier to Dan LeDuc, the Oriole public address announcer, he wanted me to, he mentioned to me how good Hankwitz is about giving out scholarships to usually someone going into some kind of trade, the trades. So a big thank you to Hankwitz. Heating and cooling, or if you want to call them heating and air conditioning, for doing that as well. But Dave Hankwitz, when you talk about the Hankwitz family, boy, that's a sports family right there. Mike Hankwitz, the Hankwitz family. Good friend of mine works down there, Kevin Nash, who actually used to block for me 41 years ago. Yep, Kevin's down there working.
Well, you know that.
Again, Jamie, here's another penalty. For all the really good things the Orioles are doing, when they get to play against the Muskegon Oak Ridge, when they are playing against a team like Whitehall, they're not going to be able to do this.
No, they're not. And we were focused in on Haney back in the backfield again, and that flag came from the linebacker area, which I'm not real sure what happened because, like I said, it was a tackle for a 2-yard loss. So whatever happened there was 8 yards behind the play.
Back to pass, number 1. That's Zach Orban. And he gets it out there. Another penalty marker down. And my goodness, that's 52 again on the tackle. He's all over the field, Jamie. Haney again on the tackle.
That's his 7th tackle. I'm keeping track. That's his 7th tackle tonight. 4 for a loss.
And again, he's just a freshman. Another penalty on the Orioles.
Did they call that on us? I could have swore that was holding.
Hands to the face on the Orioles. So Ludington up 33-0, 7:58 to go in the opening half. Alpena with the ball, and they are down now to the Oriole 40-yard line.
Okay, well, let's bend but not break here because of these penalties. Let's go ahead and get a stop here and make up for those penalties.
Corbin, and he's being pursued there, and that was big number 9, Cole Hackert, leading the way on that sack. But again, Haney was there.
Number 9, Cole Hackert.
Yep.
Haney again. And then number 30, Big Dom Wheaton.
Big Dom Wheaton. Big Dom Wheaton's going to be our Indian Summer Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight next week for the game against Mason County Central in the Battle of Mason County for the Lumberman's Trophy. You will not be here with us color commentary next week, will you?
I will not. That will be
Riley
Calhoun will be here next week.
Riley will be back with me. He took last year off because in preparation for his big wedding.
Hey. Sometimes, you got to do what you got to do. Happy wife, happy life.
Exactly. And he married Lindsay Holmes, and I'm sure they've had a very blissful first year of marriage.
Two good families in the community.
Exactly.
Calhouns and Holmes.
We have a timeout, and at this time we're going to tell you about Trevor Scott Contracting and Restoration, LLC. They're located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. Their services include basement foundations, concrete driveways, decorative concrete, porches, decks, including all the way up to custom-built homes. Contact Trevor Scott Contracting and Restoration, LLC at 888-860-4001. Expert craftsmanship, personalized service, quality materials, timely completion, and comprehensive solutions. That's Trevor Scott Contracting and Restoration, LLC. Ludington up 33-0, 7:10 to go in the opening half. We're going to be bringing you some soccer scores from today's Car Ferry Cup, which was held here at Oriole Field. Ludington wins its 4th consecutive Car Ferry Cup championship by defeating Manitowoc Lincoln by the score of 2-0.
I've been keeping up on that the soccer scores like we were talking earlier. All these, but they got some good young talent
They do.
on that soccer team.
Big night. There'll be a lot of updates being put up on the Oriole Sports Network page later this evening, folks. Make sure you check it out. All right, here's a pass from Corbin. He'll get it out there, and he breaks the tackle. Oh, he couldn't remain on his feet, and we are probably pretty lucky there we didn't get a late hit, Jamie.
Yeah, number 7.
He lost his footing, too.
Will Rubianis was excited to get in there
Yeah.
and get on that tackle, but at the same time as he was coming in, the guy was diving forward.
He was losing his footing. Number 2, Thorin Rogers.
I would say good no call on that.
Yep, good no call. 6:40 to go, opening half. Ludington 33, Alpena nothing. Again, next Friday, we'll be back to Friday Night Lights, the battle for the Lumberman's Trophy. The Mason County Central Spartans in town to take on the Orioles. And Corbin now breaking away, and he's going to be brought on. Cole Hackert with the sack.
That's about a 10-yard loss there on that sack. We had good pressure. Cole Hackert back there.
Connor
Don
Such.
Wheaton back there. Connor Such
Yep.
was back there. Guys were penetrating through. I thought their fullback missed a block, and I think it was going to be a screen, but we blew that up.
What can you say? This Oriole defense, they are getting after the Alpena Wildcats. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 16 for Alpena. Ball on the Oriole 46-yard line.
You know, I'd say in this first half, the only thing that we can improve on is those
Penalties.
Those penalties.
Yep. Oh, high snap! High snap! And they're going to have to go back and eat the ball there. And making sure he stayed down for Ludington was Andre Walden. Big loss right there for the Wildcats. Ludington's going to be in the catbird seat here, Jamie. They're going to have excellent field position as Alpena had to go back, fall on that ball, and where they fell on it was the Alpena
38.
Actually, no, 35, but the 33-yard line. Big loss right there.
I tell you, Andre Walden's eyes were probably just huge, and at the time he's begging, give me one more bounce, but the quarterback was able to dive on it at the last second.
They were as big as a young boy's or a young girl's eyes on Christmas morning when they get up and check what's underneath the Christmas tree.
Or
All
as
right.
big as yours yesterday getting ready for this game.
Exactly. There's a pass completed. Taj Williams, and Taj trying to make something there out of nothing, and does get a few yards right there. Most of the time, that's going to be beneficial, but that time right there, just too many Alpena Wildcats. He couldn't get away.
Yeah, he made a good catch and tried to break it back inside away from the defender, but there was a little help in there. He lost his footing, or he might have got a few more yards out of it. He's shifty enough.
So that's going to be a pass completion of 1 yard there. 5:02 left in this second quarter. Ludington up 33-0. Week 1 of the MHSAA season. Scoop Hansen, Jamie Sykon, Julia Havman, and Braden Kronline with you from Oriole Field. There's a pass incomplete, in and out of the hands. I think that was Max Flannery.
Cam let a bullet fly right there.
Yeah.
That could have been a little bit more of a touch pass, but he seen him open and he let it rip.
Got there a little bit quicker than Max thought it was going to. Boy, Max's younger brother had a huge game for the Ludington JV as they won 23-0 over Alpena.
Those Flannery kids are tough kids, man. I had Max in basketball, and he's a tough cookie. Good kid to coach.
3rd and 9 for the Orioles. Ball at the Alpena 32-yard line. Gunsel, he's going to keep. Gunsel, he's down to the 25, and he's close to an Oriole first down.
He put his head down right there and went through 2 defenders to get that extra yard and get the first down right there.
And as the great NFL official Red Cashin was fond of saying, first down!
If we could only get that excitement out here from these guys, right?
Ludington up 33-0, 4:31 to go in the opening half. Orioles driving. Boy, this offensive line, they are big and doing a great job tonight. That's pass complete.
Max Flannery
on the reception. He gets out of bounds. On the tackle for Alpena was number 11, Brady Chapman, and also number 52, Jack Krozak. Ludington with a 2nd down and 2. Gain of 8 on the play.
That was the first time we lined up in a 4-receiver set. And, Cam pretty much had a choice of who he wanted to throw to there on that.
I was talking to Coach Gunsel before the game. I said, Coach, you're going to, midline veer. He goes, Scoop, we do a little bit of everything. I said, you're going to line up in the power I? And he just chuckled. And he goes, no, we're not like Nebraska back in the 70s. All right, Gunsel on the roll. Oh, what a pass! Going against the green right there. You know how hard that is to do? He's a right-handed quarterback, and he was rolling left.
Rolling left, throwing back to his right off his back foot to hit Andre Walden right across the middle, wide open.
14-yard touchdown pass at the 3:37 mark from Gunsel to
Andre Walden,
our
player in the spotlight.
And I'm more than just really, really impressed with the way that he rolled to his left on there. That is tough to do as a right-handed quarterback.
Rolled to his left, turned off his back foot, and threw back to his right.
And it was a frozen rope. I mean, he put it right on the numbers.
I think Cam's trying to get player of the week in the first half here.
Gunsel will give, and in for 2. And that looks to be number 8, I believe.
That's
Messiah Himes, 2-point conversion. And Ludington now up by the score of 41-0.
Yeah, that was a nice little play by Cam. Kind of a little Statue of Liberty-esque where he looked like he was holding the ball to his side and then flicked it to Messiah coming in motion at the last second.
One other thing I never get tired of, Jamie, and that's hearing the Badger horn over there.
Yeah.
The car ferry horn.
Plenty of touchdowns.
Yep. And we're going to step aside right now. 3:37 to go, opening half. You're watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network on 102.7 WMOM. Ludington 41, Alpena nothing. We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. And Mike Benedict, what is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm going to go with the old cliche word, and I'm going to say customer service. Like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's going to happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm going to handle things. We take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body. Welcome back to Oriole Field. Very short kick right there. And the Orioles, I think, are going to recover. Let's see here.
52, is he in there again?
Ludington right there. They were doing that satellite kick. That was an extremely short. I don't even call that a satellite. That was an onside kick right there.
I think that was an attempt because the big lineman up front tried to catch it, went right through his hands.
But Alpena must have recovered.
They must have. We had 2 guys right on him. 52 again laid a big hit right there.
That looked really weird. It looked like a UFO.
It went 10 yards.
It did. So Alpena will have the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line, 3:37 to go in the second quarter. Jamie, your observations of this very impressive first half by not only the Oriole offense, but the defenses looked really good.
They've been playing outstanding so far. You know, it appears they've had some very good practices, and the game plan is coming together well. And I think Charlie couldn't be any happier than he is, aside from those few penalties.
Another!
And here we go.
Another
52
sack!
and 20 in on another sack.
That was 20. That was Logan Sloan. And again, that's that man, Jackson Haney. And boy, I want to know where Coach Gunsel has kept. He's been very secretive about this young Jackson Haney.
Yeah, you know, and they're playing a 3-4, and Haney is lining up in the middle on the ball.
It's not going to take long for the word to get out about Haney.
No, I think he'll be getting some double teams next week.
All of Ludington's opponents, particularly in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. Here it is again, and that's big Dom Wheaton right there as the Alpena quarterback ran into Dom Wheaton's hand. And once you are wrapped up by Dom, you're not going anywhere.
He got his big arms wrapped around him and put him straight to the ground. You know, I'm just really looking at this scoop, and Haney is low. He's got a good drive off the ball. And as soon as the center hikes the ball, I mean, before he can even think, Haney's past him.
Yeah, that was Zach.
I mean, he is flying off the ball. He's timing it well. And they're not even able to touch him most times.
Or Orban, when he gets back to Alpena tonight, he's not going to sleep well. He's going to be seeing 52 in his sleep. He's going to be seeing 30 in his sleep. He's going to be seeing 9 in his sleep. He's going to be seeing number 21, number 20, that whole defensive line and the outside linebackers for the Orioles.
If they decide to stay the night, he might have to go to the chiropractor tomorrow.
He might have to see a psychiatrist too, because he's going to have all those Oriole defensive rushers in his head.
Yeah,
you're right.
They got those 2 big buses out there.
We could send him to see either Dr. Jacob Singh at North Star Chiropractic or Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. 2 of our great sponsors.
Yeah.
We got a timeout on the field. Hey, let's look at the Ludington Oriole and the Mason County Central players that we know of that are playing college ball right now. Of course, Division II. Big Jake Plamondon is in his junior year. Ludington graduate playing. He's starting on the defensive line for the Ferris State Bulldogs, a powerhouse Ferris State Bulldogs. In fact, Jake already got 2 championship rings for Ferris State.
And I seen him a couple weeks ago out here to Sticks, and he really is Big Jake Plamondon now. I mean, he is a big boy.
How about our Gage Jones? He's a freshman. He's a defensive back, and he's playing at Calvin. Also, you have...
Wearing number 4 down there.
Yeah. You got Jacob Ireland and Nikolai Kerr. I don't think Nikolai's playing football anymore. He's playing rugby.
He's playing rugby, yeah.
But Jacob Ireland is a junior. He's a wide receiver, and he's playing at Madonna. That's NAIA. There's
fumble,
a
fumble.
The Orioles have it.
Number 52.
Guess who, Oriole Nation? Unbelievable. Number 52, Jackson Haney recovers the ball.
I bet you were going to say defensive player of the game right there.
Oh, my. And I know that I'm pretty sure we had a Mason County Central Spartan, too, playing. I thought I saw one of the Hoffmans playing college ball. And there we go. Cole Hoffman, redshirt junior, linebacker, graduate of Mason County Central. He's at Davenport.
Nice,
so Bravo Zulu salute, OSN 102.7 WMON. Bravo Zulu salute to all the Ludington Orioles and Mason County Central Spartans. Going deep, Gunsel. He's got to break it.
Taj Williams, touchdown!
Oh, a 41-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Cam Gunsel to number 2, Taj Williams. Did you talk about dropping a dime right into the breadbasket?
He just dropped it right in there. Perfect pass, perfect catch. I tell you what, I mean, I knew this last year of coaching Taj as a freshman, and I actually coached him as an 8th grader in basketball. The kid's got speed. He's got skills. He's showing out here today as well.
He showed great hands there, too. What a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch.
Beautiful. Great dime. Great catch.
Orioles going for 2. Gunsel. And I think that was Hackert on the carry.
I'm trying to see who it was.
Let's see here. Was that Hackert or was that? No, 8. I believe that was 8 on the carry.
6.
Or what?
Yeah.
Hold it. Let's see here. Let's see. You can't tell if they're coming in right now.
No,
you can't tell if it's 6 or 8.
Not till he moves here. It is.
It's 6.
It was 8.
It was 8.
Himes. Messiah Himes.
Messiah Himes
stopped
on the carry.
At the half-yard line.
Stop short. So with 2 minutes to go in the opening half, Ludington 47, Alpena nothing.
I tell you, the way this is going, Scoop, we might see a little bit of Oscar Spicker? Oscar Spicker at backup quarterback here in the second half, the way this is going.
Oscar Spiker, I think it is. Senior 6'2". Is he a foreign exchange student?
He might be. I don't recognize
I think
the
it's
name.
Spiker. Yeah, he wears 14. Senior 6'2", 195. But the story on this is the Oriole defensive line. They've been putting so much pressure on Alpena's quarterback, Zach Orban.
I tell you, all facets of the game, offensive line, defensive line, quarterback, receivers, everybody's doing their job. Other than those penalties that we've had, you couldn't ask for a better first half for the Orioles right here.
Great day here at Oriole Field. The JV football team, they win 23-0. The Ludington boys varsity soccer team wins their 4th consecutive Car Ferry Cup championship by defeating Manitowoc Lincoln by the score of 2-0.
I'm trying to think the talent on that team. I know they got the youngster, the Eaton kid, Aiden Eaton, scoring goals, and then there's another kid. Those two have been lights out on the soccer team so far.
Ludington, the first conventional kick of the game, and they'll drive the return man back to about the 8-yard line. Bringing it up for Alpena, number 11, penalty marker down, and big hit right there. Was that Connor Such? No, that was number
12.
Number 12. My goodness. That was a decleater.
Michael
Wilson, a 5'9" junior, and boy, did he ever...
He laid a heck of a hit right there.
Violent collision right there with Alpena's number 11, Brady Chapman. Hey, we want to give some love to the Oriole tripod this year. And what I mean by the tripod, folks, when I say that is our kicker, our holder, and our long snapper. The long snapper this year, number 15, Max Flannery. The holder is number 11, Benjamin Gronstall. And the kicker, of course, Jonah Peterson. And that is our Oriole tripod for the Ludington varsity football team this year.
And speaking of that, Ben here a couple extra points ago, Ben scooped that one right off the ground. It was one bouncer back there. He picked it up nicely and got the hold down, and we're able to make that kick. But we see down here number 52 getting looked at right now.
No, yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. All right, Alpena penalized there. 1st and 10 on their own 19-yard line. Corbin, he's brought down there. Ludington just not giving him anywhere to go. Cole Hackert, and also big number 60 in there.
Right down by Wysong.
And that's Nick Wysong.
It looks like right now Cole Hacker's moved over into the middle, taking over for 52 Jackson Haney, who's getting looked at on the side right now. But, that pressure that we've got, you've seen that's 3 high snaps in a row. That center is nervous.
Gun-shy.
He is gun-shy. He's trying to get a block on somebody, and now the ball's going high every time.
Yeah, you got Cole Hackert. You go from Haney to Hackert. Now there's a completion, and nice little gain there out near a first down. As the
tackle by Zach Graham.
Yep, Zach Orban right there. He was able to get the ball out to his receiver, and a gain of probably bring up a second. Blame my last 3rd and short for 3rd and 2 for the Alpena Wildcats. 38 seconds to go in the opening half. Ludington up 47-0. I'll tell you, these boys.
Number 7 in on that tackle, Will Rubianis.
Will Rubianis, yep. Tell you, these boys, is first half, and they're going to, the way how humid it is, they're going to sleep well tonight.
They are going to.
Ball carried by Walter. Right down by Such.
After they're done playing their video games and everything else till 2 in the morning, but they will sleep good.
Connor Such on that tackle for the Orioles as the ball was carried by number 45, Colt Walter. Now on the carry, big gain there, number 2 for Alpena, and that was Thorin Rogers, and that will probably be, the clock's going to stop with 7.3 seconds left, and it looks like Rogers is coming up a little gimpy right there.
Rogers ran out of bounds by Such.
Connor Such in pursuit drove him out of bounds.
I tell you, number 3 there did a very good thing for Alpena. That could have cost his team 15 yards, and you seen right when he was coming up to make that block, the Oriole defender turned his back, and he stuck his hands out and didn't hit the guy. And that allowed about another 15 yards on that run. If not, that would have came back. So that was a good heads-up play.
So we have
got an injured player down.
Timeout on the field. Ludington up 47-0, 7.3 seconds to go. JV game today. Ludington wins by the score of 23-0. And I was very impressed. I didn't get to catch a lot of the game like I wanted to, but from what I did see, very impressed with the play of running back Asher Forfinski, a freshman. Also, Brayton Kaminsky, who wears jersey 5, a freshman quarterback, a lefty. Very impressed with his accuracy passing. Also on offense, number 17, Finn Flannery, who had a lot of receptions, and they win 23-0. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but we're at the half here, folks, and your score from Oriole Field, the Ludington Orioles 47, the Alpena Wildcats nothing. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back in 2 minutes here on the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned, Oriole Nation.
Welcome to House of Flavors, Michigan's largest ice cream producer. But we're more than just ice cream. We exist to make ice cream, feed people, and make our world a better place. We donate 25% of all profits to charity annually. You heard that right. We are dedicated, innovative, adaptable. Come join our team. We are looking for amazing people to join our team in maintenance, operations, palletizing, warehouse, CDL drivers. We provide career development opportunities, year-round stability, competitive wages, health insurance, 401k retirement, bonuses, profit sharing, and free ice cream. Join us to make ice cream and make a difference. Find your career today at houseofflavors.com/careers.
Safe Harbor Credit Union is your premier choice for all your banking needs. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, our members always come first. You're not just a member, you're family. This is Adam Johnson, President and CEO of Safe Harbor Credit Union and proud former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're thrilled to once again be the premier halftime sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. If you haven't yet experienced the Safe Harbor Credit Union difference, now is the perfect time to make the switch. We cherish our relationships with our members and our community student athletes. You'll find us in the stands cheering for that next Oriole win and in local classrooms teaching financial literacy. We believe in being the local financial institution that you can trust with all your banking needs. When you invest with us, your money stays local, and local decision-making ensures that your needs are our top priority. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Come visit us at our new location at 5511 US 10 here in Ludington. We can't wait to welcome you into our family at Safe Harbor Credit Union.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Okay, folks, welcome back to Oriole Field. Ludington up 47-0 at the half. We'd like to, first things first, apologize to the Hathaway family. Yeah. We just found out that 52 is not Jackson Haney, although we said a lot of great things about him. I'm sure he's a nice young man, and he is a freshman. But 52 is actually Jaron Hathaway. So Jaron Hathaway had one tremendous
first half.
And
we can only go by what is on our paper, and that's what we have. 52 was Jackson Haney, and 55 was Jaron Hathaway. But
big thank you to John Stowe.
Thank you to John Stowe for shooting me a text and telling me to double check. And we can only go on the paperwork here, but we have just found out that the misprint did take place.
So a big apology to the Hathaway family, a big apology to Jaron Hathaway, and what a tremendous first half he had. He is wearing jersey 52. He was all over the field. He had a tremendous opening half. He is the Oriole nose tackle. Jaron Hathaway. And big thanks.
Sure, his dad Jason is pretty happy for him right now.
Yeah,
So
big shout out.
Big apologies to all of you for the mishap here.
Big shout out to Jason Hathaway, the manager of Jimmy John's. I almost said Subway. Boy, you would have really got mad at me if I'd said that.
You can't do that.
Manager of Jimmy John's. So big shout out to Jaron Hathaway. An incredible first half for him. And Ludington up 47-0 at the half. And we want to, first things first, we want to thank our exclusive halftime show sponsor, Safe Harbor Credit Union, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323, Safe Harbor Credit Union. And also a shout out to Indian Summer. And Indian Summer is our exclusive Player in the Spotlight sponsor. Indian Summer, proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Right now, we're going to step aside and listen to the interview I did recently with Ludington Oriole Andre Walden. Stay tuned, Oriole Nation. Welcome, Oriole Nation, to the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole Player in the Spotlight for tonight's season and home opening game as the Ludington Orioles take on the Alpena Wildcats. Tonight's player in the spotlight is Andre Walden. Andre is a senior. He wears jersey number 10, and he plays the tight end position on offense, and he's an outside linebacker on defense. Now, Andre, I know you're fired up. What is the one thing you like best about the great sport of football?
I just love this sport. It's just something about being under the lights, just being with your friends, reuniting with everybody, going up against the competition. It's just great, man.
How do you feel the Orioles will do this year?
I got high hopes for us. We got a lot of young people. I know they're gonna step up. They're gonna do their thing. And
Favorite thing that mom makes for you and your family?
Definitely chicken noodle soup. She got a good recipe for my great grandma.
Okay. Your favorite restaurant in Ludington, Andre?
In Ludington, I'm gonna go with El Rancho for sure. Yeah.
That's a popular restaurant for a lot of your teammates. When you go down to House of Flavors, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream down there?
Definitely cookie dough for sure.
Okay. I want to ask you your plans for winter sports and spring sports at Ludington High School.
So spring, I'm gonna be focused on my baseball career, and then in the winter, just working for baseball, just off-season training, stuff like that.
A role model that you have, maybe a local role model, and also maybe a professional athlete that you look up to.
Professional athlete, I'm gonna go with Bo Jackson. He's always been my idol since I was a kid, and then most definitely my dad as well.
Anybody out there watching or listening to tonight's telecast that you'd like to say hello to or send a shout out to?
Shout out to my aunt in Detroit listening to this. I know you can't make it, but I see you. My grandma and grandpa in Detroit. Yep.
Well, Andre, we want to send a Bravo Zulu salute to you on being the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole Player in the Spotlight for tonight's game. All the best to you and your teammates this year. Go get them, and I can't wait to watch you out on the gridiron this year. It should be a terrific season. Go O's. Welcome back to Oriole Field. Ludington up 47-0 as the LHS band plays here at the half. We want to run down the scoring summary for you right now, and the Orioles didn't waste any time whatsoever. They got on the board on their second offensive play of the season, a 44-yard touchdown run by quarterback Cam Gunsel at the 11:25 mark. The point after up and good by Jonah Peterson that gave the Orioles a quick 7-0 lead. Then at the 9:30 mark, Gunsel scored on an electrifying 68-yard touchdown run. And the point after, once again, good by Jonah Peterson, and that gave the Orioles a quick 14-0 lead in the first quarter. Ludington came back and scored on a 41-yard touchdown pass from Gunsel to Taj Williams, and the point after was no good. It was wide left. Ludington was then up by the score of 20-0. Oh, belay my last. Actually, what happened, folks, Orioles' third touchdown came at the 5:10 mark of the first quarter, a 16-yard touchdown pass from Gunsel to Taj Williams, and then the extra point was no good. Ludington up 20-0. At the 11:57 mark of the second quarter, a 1-yard touchdown run by quarterback Cam Gunsel. Two-point run failed as Gunsel was brought down short of the goal line. Then the Orioles scored at the 8:17 mark of the second quarter on a 12-yard touchdown run by Gunsel. The next score, they were coming, you talk about rapid fire, the Orioles scoring. The next touchdown came on a 41-yard touchdown pass from Gunsel to Taj Williams. And then Ludington scored on a 14-yard touchdown pass from Gunsel to Andre Walden, our Indian Summer player in the spotlight. That came at the 3:37 mark of the second quarter. 2-point run by Himes was good. Ludington up 41-0.
They're a young team, but I tell you what we talked about in that first half, Scoop, is speed kills, and speed is hard to defend. And right now, Coach Charlie Gunsel has a lot of speed spread out there on offense, and the defense is trying to figure out which one do we try to stop. You try to stop Taj, Cam's running. You try to stop Cam, you got Andre Walden getting open. You know, and then you still have everybody else out here as well. Max Flannery catching passes, and Messiah Himes running the ball in. It's like, what a good spot to be in week one right now.
Exactly. And I've got my scoring, believe me, I'll have this correct tonight up on the OSN page, folks. But I've got my scoring. Actually, the last touchdown the Orioles scored of that first half was that 41-yard touchdown pass. It was right on the money from Gunsel to Taj Williams. Beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass.
Just put it right in the breadbasket. Drop the dime right there. Ludington up 47-0. JV game, they win 23-0. Their first touchdown came on an incredible run by Asher Forfinski. And
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Like I said, Brayton Kaminsky, very impressed with him. Finn Flannery also. But I mean, you look at all, it was a team effort. I know those three were ones that I took note of. Their second touchdown came on a Kaminsky to Flannery pass with just 7 seconds left in the first half. They converted on the two-pointer there. It gave them a 16-0 lead at the half. And then their last touchdown scored, touchdown run, last play of the third quarter. Real nice touchdown run by Asher Forfinski. Again, it was the last play of the third quarter. The extra point was good by Forfinski. And that was the final, 23-0. But great defense by the Orioles as well. I know Coach Rich Kirby is going to be ecstatic about the way his entire team played.
Well, he should be, and specifically those three kids that you mentioned, Scoop. I'm sure there was quite a few more. Like I said, I didn't got here right at the end of the game, so I wasn't able to see it. But I coached all three of those boys last year in 8th grade and for basketball, and they are some superior athletes coming forward. And like you said, another one, freshman on the soccer team, Aiden Eaton. You know, we were loaded up. That's a very talented athletic class, that freshman class coming in right now. So
before we give some love to Coach Chris Anderson and his soccer team for winning their 4th consecutive Car Ferry Cup, let's give some love to all the Oriole fans on the hill.
There's a bunch of them. They started parking over here on Tuesday, I believe.
Look at that. I mean, yeah, just every year it amazes me. You see the hill up there and the Oriole diehard fans up there. Hey, soccer Car Ferry Cup, the Ludington Orioles defeat Manitowoc Lincoln 2-0. That was the last game played today of 4 soccer games. It all began at 8 a.m. this morning. The Ludington JV boys team defeated Manitowoc. They shut them out 8-0. Then the 9:30 game, Manistee varsity defeated the Manitowoc Lincoln varsity 3-1. In the 11:15 game, Pentwater's varsity team defeated Manitowoc's JV team 2-0. And then in the Ludington-Manitowoc game for the Car Ferry Cup, Ludington wins 2-0. So congratulations to Coach Chris Anderson and his Ludington Oriole boys varsity soccer team.
I'm sure Chris Anderson's been happy with that defense and his big netminder there, Gabe Gamez, pitching a couple shutouts there today.
In fact, yeah, a big shout out and a big thank you to Jack and Lori Smith. They were giving me some information as well. And we know that we believe Steele Stowe scored a goal today.
There it is. There's how did I forget Steele Stowe?
What a fine young athlete he is. Steele Stowe scored a goal. Kyle Stidham assisted on that goal. And Gabe Gomez had the shutout in goal as the netminder. And the first goal was scored by Kyle. I got it written down here now. I can't even read my own writing. That's pretty bad.
I can't help you on that writing, Scoop.
Lori, Lori or Jack Smith or John Stowe, if you're listening right now, please text us who had the first Oriole goal in the 2-0 victory. We know Steele Stowe had the second goal, assisted by Kyle Stidham. And
I think Steele had 2 goals the other night in their game the other night, too. So,
yeah. Hey, taking a look at the Oriole schedule. Next Friday, September 6th, Orioles right back home here at Oriole Field. The battle for the Lumberman's Trophy. Kickoff 7 p.m. will be on the air at 6:45 with the House of Flavors pregame show. And the Mason County Central Spartans are in town. Then the Orioles hit the road on Friday, September 13th to take on the Fremont Packers. On Friday, September 20th, they will be at Muskegon Oak Ridge. Yes. And I had KP up here, and I didn't correlate it. Keen Patterson had the first Oriole goal today, so bravo Zulu salute to Keen Patterson. He gets the first goal, and Steele Stowe scores the second goal. Big thank you to John Stowe. Big thank you to Jack and Lori Smith for that information. Now, on Friday...
Keen's dual sport, and he's our punter here tonight.
He is, and he hasn't punted yet.
That's great.
Okay, looking at Friday, September 27th, Ludington home against the Montague Wildcats. Friday, October 4th, homecoming here against the Manistee Mariners. And, it's time to break that streak. Since like 2008, we've had a streak where we'll win once, Manistee wins twice. We'll win once, Manistee wins twice. And hopefully we can snap that this season at homecoming here against the Manistee Mariners.
It will be a packed house, that's for sure.
It will be, including my class of 1984 coming back for their 40-year high school reunion. Our AD Greg Piscotton has already said that we can get some of the student section bleachers in the north end zone reserved for the LHS class of 1984 back here for their 40-year reunion. So
what a great year. I mean,
Tigers won the World
Tigers
Series.
won the World Series.
I joined the Navy.
Wow. Wow.
I got sworn in behind home plate at Tiger Stadium that year. Yep. Hey,
I was an 8th grader in 1984.
You were an 8th grader, yeah. I thought you were a little younger than me, Jamie.
Not much, but I'm there.
Friday, October 11th, Ludington at Whitehall to take on the powerhouse Whitehall Vikings. Then on Friday, October 18th, back home to take on the Muskegon Orchard View Cardinals. And on Friday, October 25th, Ludington closes out their regular season with a date at Howard City Tri-County, and hopefully that's just a tune-up for the playoffs.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope.
So that's the Oriole schedule. Alpena tonight, Mason County Central, Fremont, Muskegon Oak Ridge, Montague, Manistee, Whitehall, Muskegon Orchard View, Howard City Tri-County. The home games, Mason County Central, Manistee, also Muskegon Orchard View. Let's see, Mason County Central, Montague, Manistee, Muskegon Orchard View. The away games, Howard City Tri-County, Whitehall, Muskegon Oak Ridge, and Fremont. And both teams are getting loose right now. Ludington up 47-0 at the half. Observations?
On offense and defense, we couldn't ask for a better first half. Our penalties need to be reduced, as you talked about. We can't play some of these bigger teams that are on the schedule and have penalties like that. Some of them were warranted. Some of them were just in the wrong spot at the wrong time, But great first half. I'm sure Coach Gunsel is happy, and I'm sure the players are happy. But most important is they're doing what they're supposed to. It doesn't matter who's on the other side of the ball. The team's doing what they're supposed to do. And now it's up to those teams on the schedule coming forward, including in this second half, is how do we stop the Orioles? And there's more than just one out here, so that's a great thing for these teams to now have to worry about, who do we try to defend? Well, as you've seen, they got a lot of young talent with speed, and I'm sure Charlie's not unraveling the basket yet, but there's going to be some plays down the road here that other teams aren't sure of that are going to come out here. But believe me, there'll be some stuff for that homecoming game against Manistee that we're not going to see until that game, and it could be a special one that night, folks.
Well, tonight, the very first offensive play was a reverse. Orioles breaking out some chicanery right there. The next play went for a 44-yard touchdown run by Gunsel. Then they get their hands on the ball again, and the very next play is a 68-yard touchdown run by Gunsel. But we're not just seeing the running by Gunsel tonight. We're seeing the passing, too. Taj Williams, what an athlete, just a sophomore.
Yeah, I tell you, in the pregame interview with Coach Gunsel that you did, he did say that, Cam been in there working real hard, putting weight on and working in the weight room.
Yep.
But most importantly, he said he had to get bigger and stronger to run the ball. But he's really worked on his passing. And let me tell you what, it's shown in this first half.
Definitely has. Passing has been very accurate. And Ludington will kick off here to begin the second half. It will be a running clock in effect. So this second half is going to fly by quickly. Again, a big thank you to our halftime sponsor, Safe Harbor Credit Union, and also to Indian Summer, our exclusive player in the spotlight sponsor. And kicking off for the Orioles will be number 5, Jonah Peterson.
Yeah, speaking of Safe Harbor Credit Union and money, that's Cam Gunsel's nickname is C Money, and he's putting it out there tonight, that's for sure.
Here's a high kick by Peterson. It'll come down at the 5, out to the 10, to the 15. Out to the 20, and Ludington special teams doing a nice job right there. They really submerged the ball carrier right there, and it looks like carrying the ball was number 11 for Alpena.
And number 10, Andre Walden on the tackle.
He really leveled him right there. That was Brady Chapman on the return for Alpena. Running clock again in effect. Ludington up 47-0. And we want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Alpena with the ball. Here is a handoff. Not much right there. Getting a maybe a yard. And that looked like
58, Luis Salazar on the tackle.
Salazar on the tackle, and that was number 45, Colt Walter on the carry for Alpena. Second down, actually a loss on the play. I thought he gained one, but a loss on the play of 1. Second down and 11, 10:40 to go in the third quarter. Julia Havman is taking over now as a technical engineer. She's flip-flopped with Braden, who's now the cameraman. Here's another sack.
Oh, big number 60 this time.
And big 60, and 60 is Wysong.
Tackled by Wysong.
Yep.
Yes, that was Nick Wysong, a 6-foot, 225-pound senior. And that'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Alpena Wildcats. Boy, Alpena's offensive line, they've had no answer for the Oriole defensive line tonight.
They have not. They have that 3-4 defense has really been solid today.
And we hope that Jaron Hathaway is going to be fine. I know Miss Jen was looking at him there. Here's a fumble, I believe. Yeah, it is.
We're on it.
It was a fumble, and the Orioles recover, and they have the ball.
Number 3.
Yep.
Cooper Holmes.
Cooper Holmes with the fumble recovery, and Ludington has the ball 1st and 10, and they're just outside. No, I'm sorry, they're just inside. It'll be 1st down and goal to go.
Yes, sir. Good recovery right there by Cooper Holmes. As I look down there right now, talking to Wysong is Jaron Hathaway without a jersey on and an ice pack on his shoulder. Let's just hope because of the score.
Yeah.
It's a stinger, and he's icing up. I seen him flexing his hand. Let's just hope that he'll be good and ready to go. They don't seem to be too concerned.
Yeah.
So
what an incredible first half he played from his nose tackle position.
I'd say still defensive player in the game.
Here's a handoff straight up the middle, and that looked to be
number 6, Tenney.
Yeah, that was Tenney on the carry. Ethan Tenney, 5'10", 160-pound junior. Like the way he runs. He's usually high-stepping.
Yep, I would imagine with the score 47-0, that's probably what we're going to see is the running backs getting their hands on the ball here in the second half.
Going to see a lot of players getting playing time. That's the one good thing that coaches love when they're able to give all their players playing time. Here goes Gunsel now.
And
he'll pitch it.
Pitch.
Tenney at the 5. Tenney, touchdown, Orioles.
Touchdown, Orioles.
Sound the horn.
Ethan Tenney, a 7-yard touchdown run by Tenney. And that came at about the 8:14.
Yeah, about 8:14.
We'll say 8:14 mark. Running clock in effect. Ethan Tenney, his brother Anthony was a heck of a running back for the Orioles. Kenny scores on a 7-yard run. Ludington now up 53-0 in for the, are they going to go for 2 here? Yes, they will.
Will Rubianis is lined up in the backfield, and Cole Hackert in the slot there.
They give it to Rubianis, and he's going to be dropped on the 2-point conversion. 2-point attempt failed.
Is no good.
Rubianis on the carry. And with 7:25 to go in the game, your score, the Ludington Orioles 53, the Alpena Wildcats nothing. A big shout out to Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. And Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Make sure you tune in to the post-game show as I talk to Oriole head coach Charlie Gunsel. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. And Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. If you do end up with a scrape, if you're involved in a fender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, call Mike Benedict, 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville.
You know, as I look down, Scoop, and, you know, we didn't get that 2-point conversion right there, and there's always something to teach. I look down and I see offensive line coach Mike Nichols has his offensive line sitting down here, and he's talking to them about that last play on where they're supposed to be, who they're supposed to block. You know, they got to, even though the score is 53-0, they got to get this thing absolutely right if they're going to make a run like we talked about earlier this season.
Exactly, Jamie. Spot on with your commentary there. Here's a kick, and it's fumbled, and it is down right there because, well, obviously high school ball, once you go to your knees with the ball, you are down, and that was number 2 for Alpena, and that was Thorin Rogers.
Looks like they'll have it on the 17-yard line.
Yep, exactly. We're trying to get a little light here, and I think we're going to have to turn that one on backwards right there. So Ludington up 53-0, 5:17 to go in this third quarter. We had Julia hit a light right there, and it put some lights on flashing out in front right here. So there's a pass completed. And some running room out there. But look at the closing speed right there.
Messiah Himes.
Boy, is he quick. Heard a lot about the Himes brothers. There's 3 of them. Heard a lot about Messiah. Heard a lot about Mikey Himes. I believe he's the youngest.
There's more than 3.
There's more than 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I met Mikey. I met Mikey tonight for the first time. Chatted with him for a bit.
Yeah, Mikey will be in 8th grade this year. There's a... Oh, jeez, I'm going to draw a blank. I think
Here's a pass, and it's incomplete.
Intercepted!
There's a touchdown! Deflected right there, and a touchdown, and who was that? Was that
number 4?
Rubianis, I believe.
Zach Graham, number 4.
No, my bad. Zach Graham, the ball was deflected, and he picks it off, and he takes it back for a 25-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I think so. 25 yards.
25-yard TD, interception return, and that was at about the 4:17 mark of the third quarter. And that was Graham.
Right place at the right time, closing in on that defender, and the ball went through his hands, and Graham just took it and ran.
And in for the point after, and it's not going to be Peterson this time. We have a new kicker out there.
It's probably Keen Patterson.
You're probably right. Keen Patterson. Holding will be Benjamin Gronstall. The long snapper is Max Flannery. Good snap. The kick is up, and boy, Keen Patterson. Boy, did he boom that through right there. Patterson with the point after, and Ludington now leads by the score of 60-0 with 3:24 to go in this game.
Wow. That was a good. That all started on a fumble recovery, and then we got the ball and scored, and then right back with an interception and score.
You know, Jamie, Coach Gunsel probably was feeling, Keen Patterson hasn't got any work tonight. He has not punted once. Let me put him out there, let him try to, attempt an extra point. And boy, did he drill that through the south end zone.
Well, I caught wind of that because I was watching out here during halftime, and Keene Patterson was out there with the coach at the 35-yard line practicing kickoffs, and for probably a good 10 minutes or so. And I thought, well, he's either going to kick the ball off here or maybe come in and do some extra points. But I'm looking on the roster to see if he was listed.
He's
as
jersey
a
number,
kicker.
was that 18 who kicked the extra
18,
point?
yep.
That's Keene Patterson.
He's
That's the
listed
jersey
as the
he wears.
punter. So,
Yep.
hey, we got a backup kicker, or
Yeah.
competition. Competition is always good.
We certainly do. 2:21 to go in the game, running clock. Ludington was up 47-0 at the half. They're up 60-0 right now, and getting set to kick off for the Orioles. Is Keene going to kick off? I believe he is.
So he's scored a goal this morning, and he's kicked an extra point, and now he's going to kick off.
You talk about an incredible day of sports. You're right. He scored a goal in Ludington's 2-0 win in the Car Ferry Cup Championship. He's hit an extra point.
And he boomed that one all the way back to the 6-yard line.
He did. And returning it for Alpena, number 11. He bounces off because he's still on his feet. He's still on his feet. He's bounced off 3 or 4 tackles. Good return there by Alpena's number 11. And 11 for the Wildcats. That's Brady Chapman. Hey,
and finally brought down by Cooper Holmes.
We want to thank Ludington Paint and Glass, another of our fine sponsors, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. Call LP&G at 843-8250. Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. Proud to support Ludington Orioles sports while being a sponsor on the Orioles Sports Network. Not only did he score a goal, hit an extra point, kick off, but he also
he just got in on that tackle.
He got in on that tackle too, I think. Yeah, he did. Yeah. He was in on the kickoff tackle. Now he's in on that tackle as another sack by the Orioles.
What a day for Keene Patterson, huh?
You talk about a red-letter day. We want to thank Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yeck. If you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor to relieve that pain, don't hesitate. Go see Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment necessary. Ludington Chiropractic, strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck, Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, located next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 231-843-1874. And that probably will be the last play of the third quarter. A very fast-moving third quarter. That was Walter on the carry right there. And you see Jamie, who was that number 8, who was in on the tackle?
Messiah's on the sideline
here.
Okay,
so that's got to be
a lot of subs in
maybe
right now.
That might have been Cole Hackard, I thought it was. Big Cole Hackard. That's the last play of the third quarter. Your score from Oriole Field. After 3, the Ludington Orioles 60. The Alpena Wildcats nothing. We're going to step aside. When we return, we'll begin the fourth quarter. You're watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM.
Since 1902, Smith & Eddy Insurance has been building relationships and providing insurance-related products. As the area's largest independent agency, Smith & Eddy Insurance offers the most experienced staff and the widest array of policies and protections in the industry. Smith & Eddy Insurance has aligned itself with the best companies and invested in technology to offer more resources to our customers. We like to say it's old-school philosophy with new technology. Like any sport, our team has several positions that make us great. From sales to service, we have placed the best members in those specific roles for a winning combination. Our team understands that our focus is to create the best customer experience possible. At Smith & Eddy Insurance, we value all of our customers, our communities, and the local organizations we serve. It's certain you will find a Smith & Eddy team member ingrained and involved in our communities we serve. It's one of our core values. Our employees are active in our communities. With offices in Manistee, Grand Haven, Bear Lake, and Scottville, Smith & Eddy is certain to have a location that is convenient for you. Since 1902, Smith & Eddy Insurance has been...
Welcome back to Oriole Field. We are about to begin play here in the fourth quarter. Ludington up 60-0. And Alpena with the ball. 3rd down and 20 for the Wildcats. Okay, we got a shout out here. Okay, a big thank you to my good friend Michael Lansky. He says Manistee is defeating Kalkaska 34-0 at the half. And also a shout out to Hankwitz Heating and Cooling LLC. They say, way to go, O's. So Manistee up 34-0 at the half over Kalkaska. They're down in the Blazers, while the Orioles taking care of business here against the Wildcats of Alpena. 4th and 20 for Alpena. 11:23 left in the ball game.
Waldron and Holmes in on that last tackle.
Seeing a lot of new numbers out here, Jamie, and we'll try to report those as we see them. Here's a run, and it's Walter on the carry.
Tackle by Cooper Holmes.
Yep, Cooper Holmes on the tackle, and that was a 4th and 22. It's going to be well short. Ludington will take over on downs, and we want to give some more love to our sponsors, McGee Insurance Group. They've been serving West Michigan since 1939. They provide quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10, located next door to Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yeck. Call 231-845-5000. So 1st and 10 for Ludington.
We got Oscar. I called it.
You called it. You called it, Jamie.
I'd like to see him in the 4th quarter, and here he is.
Oscar's in at quarterback. He wears number 14, rolling right. He's a right-hander.
Throw.
His pass is incomplete.
Oh,
penalty
late hit
marker
on the
down.
quarterback.
I'm probably going to get a late hit right there. Oscar's first play, pass incomplete, and he gets hit late right there. Probably be a personal foul called right there. Hey,
Oscar Spiker or Spiker?
I think it's Oscar.
Probably Spiker.
Spiker, Oscar Spiker.
How about that for Charlie on Oscar's first play? Gives him a roll out in the flat option to run or throw.
RPO, roll, yeah. Run pass option. Checking into the Oriole lineup, looked like number 16 there, Jamie.
Lighting's getting bad up here.
Yeah, I know. 16 for the Orioles. Let me flip it around here.
Antonio
Zeldana. Or Zeldana. Yep. 9:33 to go. Good idea. I'll get mine going too. Alexa, flashlight. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not my Alexa. I'm showing my technology wares here. All right.
Run by number 6, Ethan Tenney.
With the carry.
The gain of about 5.
Yeah.
Scooping his text now. Scoop just got a cell phone 2 years ago.
Yeah, Dad. Yeah, my air zone's on, or my airplane mode. Here we go. There, let me click it off. Okay, now I can get...
Number 3, Cooper Holmes checking in. Looks like he's going to line up in the backfield.
Turn on flashlight. Hey, see? I got it going. Woohoo! All right, that's much better. 8:46 to go in the game. I keep my my team amused here. They're all laughing pretty hard at me. And here's a run.
That's Cooper Holmes.
Touchdown. Cooper Holmes. An 8-yard touchdown run on the 8:33 mark. 8:33. Flag on the play. Cooper Holmes there. And what are we going to have here? Clock is still running. I'm not sure what they're calling here.
Offsides on the D,
Well, it was like
maybe?
the parting of the Red Sea there, Jamie.
Yeah, he was pretty much untouched till he hit the goal line.
Ludington, we're going to see if the touchdown is going to count here. It was at the 8:33 mark. Touchdown is good at the 8:33 mark. An 8-yard run by Cooper Holmes.
Touchdown was good.
And that'll give
Looks
the Orioles.
like it's against the Orioles. They're going to back us up. And we're going for a long extra point, and it will be Keene Patterson again. He's going to kick. This will be a...
Athletic Director Greg Piscadna just came up here, and he goes, Scoop, you know everything about the Ludington Orioles, and is this an all-time record for points in a game for the Orioles? And I said, if it's not, it's got to be close near it. I'm not positive, but I will research it, and it could very well be a record for points in a game by a Ludington Oriole football team. I am not 100% on that, but there goes point number 67. Yeah, Patterson hits the extra point. The Orioles up 67-0. And there goes the horn again. Never gets old hearing that.
So what do we do with that, Scoop? The tripod is got a 4th member.
Yeah, Keene Patterson, the 4th member of that tripod. Max Flannery.
Yeah.
Jonah Peterson.
Ben
Gronstall. And now Keene Patterson. Yep, we got to give some more love to our sponsors. Beginning with Urca Auto Center, they are founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep coming back. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. The Urca family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282. And I'll let you read this one.
All right, Team Loney Real Estate. Thinking about selling your home or property? Let Team Jamie Loney and Christina Simone at 5 Star Real Estate help you. They'll walk you through the process step by step. Jamie and Christina take pride in their communication, organization, and putting clients' wants and needs first. Call Jamie Loney, 231-794-9740, or Christina Simone, 231-343-4598 today. Team Jamie Loney, 513 South James Street in Ludington.
That's Team Jamie Loney, 5 Star Real Estate. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Ludington getting set to kick off here, and I'm having more technological problems. Oh, geez. Thank you. Thank you, Julia.
That's why she's here.
Yes, there we go. We're caught up now. All right.
We have a quick break there, Scoop. I'd like to give a shout out to my all-state swimming niece, Madison Barrett.
Oh.
She's swimming up in, where are they at today? I think it was Petoskey.
Tremendous swimmer.
Yes, so good luck to all the swimmers this season, the girls swim team.
What is the other? They have some really talented swimmers on that team, but I know one, I believe, is a senior this year.
Yeah, Cora Mailer.
Cora Mailer. That's
and
her name.
Reese Willis.
And Reese Willis. I was trying to think of those two names. A lot of other talented swimmers on that team, but those two, besides Madison,
We still have a Hatch girl.
Yep.
And then we have another one is Brooke Willis is on the team as well, and I think we
Reese's younger sister.
Reese's younger sister, and then Katie Gronstall. There's a few I'm missing. I apologize, but let's hope they have another good run this year.
Definitely. Shout out to Coach Kelly Hatch and her Ludington Swimming Women.
Hey, I like that.
You like that?
I like that.
All right. 4:26 to go in the game. Ludington 67. Alpena nothing.
And I guess it would say official new. He's been there a while, but officially now the assistant coach of the girls swim team, Scott Barrett.
That's right. Your brother-in-law.
That is correct.
Is he as big a Detroit Lions fan as you are? Oh, there's a fumble.
Another fumble.
And the Orioles have recovered, I believe. Or no, maybe not.
It is.
No, they did.
8. Who is it?
I think 9 got it. No, or was it 3?
Where do we see here?
No, that's Cole Hackert. Cole Hackert on the recovery for the Orioles. Everything that could go right has gone right for the Orioles tonight. Again, the only thing Coach Gunsel and his staff are going to be concerned about, a number of those penalties. They've cut down on them in the second half. Of course, the second half has flown by, but there was a number of those 15-yard personal fouls.
We only have 1 in the second half.
Yeah.
So far.
Ludington takes over on offense, and I want to give some more love to North Star Chiropractic, another one of our fine sponsors. They pride themselves on taking care of Oriole athletes of all ages. The team at North Star Chiropractic is dedicated to helping Orioles prevent injuries, recover faster, and improve their overall performance. North Star's expert chiropractors understand the unique needs of athletes and use cutting-edge techniques to ensure a pain-free performance. At North Star Chiropractic, Oriole performance is our priority. That's North Star Chiropractic at 311 South Rath Avenue. Call 231-843-8200. And again, a big thank you to Dr. Jacob Singh and his wife, Sarah Singh, for coming on board as Ludington Oriole sponsors on the Oriole Sports Network. What do we have there, Jamie?
Well, we had a false start on the right side of the offensive line there for the Orioles. Back them up 5 yards.
We'd also like to thank Trevor Scott Contracting and Restoration, LLC. They are located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. Their services include basement foundations, concrete driveways, decorative concrete porches, decks, including all the way up to custom-built homes. Contact Trevor Scott Contracting and Restoration, LLC at 888-860-4001. That's 888-860-4001. Expert craftsmanship, personalized services, quality materials, timely completion, and comprehensive solutions. That's Trevor Scott Contracting and Restoration, LLC.
And we had a run for a no gain there by Will Rubianis.
There's Rubianis again on the carry. And it looked like he was brought down there, Jamie, by number 53 of the Wildcats. And that would be Eric Eads.
Very nice.
Big shout out to Hankwitz Heating, Another of our new sponsors. They were established by Lowell Hankwitz in 1975. His son David Hankwitz has continued on with the family business. We specialize in service or installation of residential heating and cooling equipment for new construction and existing homes. Equipment we install includes furnaces, boilers, mini splits, gas logs, and water heaters. We are licensed and insured and serve all of Mason County and northern Pentwater. We are now scheduling the fall furnace boiler service, and we give free installation estimates. Hankwitz Heating and Cooling, 609 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. They can be reached 231-843-2809. You can get more details and information on our website at westmichiganguides.com/Hankwitz heating cooling Ludington. That's a nice long.
That's a long one.
That's a long one there.
Yeah, as we get under the 1 minute mark here, Gavin Smith, number 17, is checked into the game.
33 seconds to go in the game. The Orioles up 67-0. Third down and 19 for the Orioles. Ball is at the Alpena 47-yard line. Reminder, folks, next week, right back here at Oriole Field, the battle for the Lumberman's Trophy, the battle for Mason County. Mason County Central Spartans in town. Normally, that game has always taken place the last game of the season. It's been moved up to week 2, Jamie.
It will be ready to go. A barn burner tomorrow,
Yep.
Next Friday, under the lights.
And 2 seconds, 1 second, and there it is. And there's the horn, and your final score, week 1 of the MHSAA season. The Ludington Orioles defeat the Alpena Wildcats 67-0. You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. We're going to step aside when we return. The Smith & Eddy postgame show coming your way. Stay tuned, Oriole Nation.
We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. And Mike Benedict, what is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm going to go with the old cliche word, and I'm going to say customer service. Like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's going to happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm going to handle things. You know, we take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body, your trusted one-stop collision and repair shop. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
Welcome back, Oriole Nation. Ludington wins their season and home opening game against the Alpena Wildcats tonight here at Oriole Field, 67-0. Very impressive showing by, can you say, the Oriole offense, the Oriole defense. The Orioles scoring their second offensive play of the year, and they just never looked back from there.
Yep. Nope, they got it started early, showing the speed, and it went to all facets: offense, defense, special teams. Everything was a go tonight, and it showed out here. They got a lot to be proud of, but I'm sure Charlie will say, we're going to get back at it and get ready for a big game next week.
Against the county rival, the Mason County Central Spartans. We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Big shout out there to Scott Smith. He is a big supporter of Ludington sports, has been for many, many years, and we thank him being one of our sponsors. Coach Charlie Gunsel making his way up. Again, a reminder, next Friday, back to Friday Night Lights, September 6th, Ludington hosting the Mason County Central Spartans right here at Oriole Field. Kickoff 7 p.m., 6:45 with the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame show. The Orioles and the Spartans in the battle for the Lumberman's Trophy.
Yeah, hopefully I can get out here to see that one. If not, I'll have to tune in as I'll be heading down to watch my Lions take on the Rams.
Exactly. Ludington JV win tonight 23-0. Ludington boys varsity soccer team wins their fourth consecutive Car Ferry Cup. They defeat Manitowoc Lincoln 2-0. What a great day of sports here at Oriole Field. 4 soccer games. Our JV soccer team wins. Our Ludington varsity team wins. Our JV football team wins. Our varsity football team wins in very impressive fashion in all 4 victories.
As we usually say in the locker room after a win, who's got it better than us, and it's great to be an Oriole.
That's right. That's no doubt about that. Oriole Nation, great day to be an Oriole today. Coach Charlie Gunsel, he'll be making his way up here shortly, and I want to thank Braden Kronline, also Julia Havman, and yourself, Jamie Sykon, for the job you did tonight. Here he is.
Coach right here.
He is. Coach Charlie Gunsel. He's going to get the headset right there and the microphone. They get it. Well, next week, Coach, you'll have a headset all to yourself. Tonight, you get a microphone, though. Well, Coach, when I interviewed you for your pregame coaches interview, you had a little twinkle in your eye and a confidence that I've not experienced before. And boy, I sure did see it from your team here tonight. The second offensive play, Cam Gunsel bust a 44-yard touchdown run. The third offensive play of the season, Cam Gunsel goes on a magnificent 68-yard touchdown run. Your team just never looked back. I mean, they took off tonight, and we're not just putting on the offense. The defense played incredible tonight, too. Jaron Hathaway had one of the greatest halves of football I've seen from a Ludington Oriole nose tackle.
Yeah, I think the guys kind of did what they were supposed to do. There's, the expectation is you're going to come out and you're going to play hard no matter who you're playing. And for the most part, I thought they did that. And when you dominate up front on both sides of the ball, the game's fairly simple, and it's still about blocking and tackling. And so when we do that up front, our backs and our wideouts are going to have a lot of fun. And I thought, there was a lot of penalties in the game, but I'm not necessarily upset about it because this is probably one of the edgier teams I've had. And we've lacked that.
Okay.
And so, there's a line to get to. We don't want them crossing it, but I was really happy that we played with a little swagger and edge.
No doubt about it. That's one thing Jamie and I talked about tonight. We said that was probably one thing that you would be a little upset about. I'm glad you corrected us on that tonight. I know exactly what you're saying with this team playing with an edge like that. But you got to be just thrilled with the play of your offensive line and defensive line tonight.
Yeah, they were dominant. I think we have one of the best offensive linemen in West Michigan in Walt Autry, and I can't talk about him enough. I mean, the kid's going to play on Saturday. We just don't know what level yet.
Mm-hmm.
So he's absolutely dominant. But, we were without Connor Chaney tonight, who's a really good offensive lineman for us. He'll be back next week. But I thought all those guys, Walt, Nelson, Shelton,
Moscada,
Landon on the backside with Big Louis Salazar. I mean, we got 2 300-pound tackles, and then when you've got, Dom Wheaton, Cole Hacker, and Andre Walden as H-backs, I mean, that's a lot of man coming at you, and I thought they were pretty dominant.
Yeah, early on we got confused here. We had number 52. We thought it was Jackson Haney. And boy, Coach Charlie Gunsel's got a great secret here in this freshman, Jackson Haney. John Stowe got in touch with us, said, Scoop, Jamie, you better check. We think that's Jaron Hathaway.
Yeah, we had a wardrobe malfunction, so we had to switch some numbers.
So what a game by Hathaway, though. Is he going to be okay? He didn't
He's
play.
going to be fine. I think he took a pretty good stinger, which is, we had 3 stingers after the scrimmage. Cam, Connor, Cooper Holmes. It took him about 3 days to get back, and we'll just take our time with Jaron, because Jaron is one that plays with a ton of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about getting to the line. He toes that line, and we need him in the middle of that defense.
Dom Wheaton tonight. You talk about your offensive line, gave them kudos, which we rightfully so. But your defensive line tonight,
Yeah.
You look at Cole Hacker,
Yeah.
you look at Dom Wheaton, you look at Jaron Hathaway. They go right down the list there. Nick Wysong.
Yeah.
Boy, they were just all over the field tonight.
And that's what we've stressed all offseason, is get bigger and stronger up there. Nick Wysong's a big, strong kid. Dre and Dom coming off the edges are good athletes, and so we've got to attack quarterbacks, and I think we'll be better at that this year. Cole Hacker's been playing in the middle for 3 years. He's an old-school D-tackle that just grinds, and we're still working through some linebacker issues. We will have that settled. We're going to get Cooper Holmes back full speed next week. But I thought those guys all did a nice job.
And another thing you just got to be tickled about, Coach, your team's speed. You talk Taj Williams.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about Messiah Himes, the games that they had tonight. You could just go right down your list. And how about the day for Keen Patterson? He scores a goal.
Yeah, we knew you'd know that.
Yeah. He scores a goal in the 2-0 Car Ferry Cup Championship game. He gets an extra point. He also has a kickoff, and he has 2 tackles.
Well, we'd love to have Keen. We had Keen when he was young, and he's an actual killer. He's a big-time football player, but I'm happy he's happy in soccer. He's doing well. But he's going to help us. Jonah had some cramping issues. It's very hot, very humid. And Keen stepped right in there, and we didn't miss a beat.
And, I know the relationship you have with your son, Cam Gunsel. What a tremendous athlete. The maturation. He had a great year last year.
Mm-hmm.
And, the sky's the limit for him. He put on 20 pounds, as you told us.
Mm-hmm.
And the passes he threw tonight, he just dropped some dimes, and they're right on the money. That touchdown to Taj Williams, one of the prettiest touchdown passes I've seen in a long, long time here at Oriole Field.
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much about him, but he's really doing what he's supposed to do. That's his job. And if we're going to be explosive offensively, that's what Cam's got to be. And so, I have no problem putting pressure, especially on my own son. Our quarterback, I've always pressured our quarterbacks. You've got to be really good for us to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he likes that. He likes those challenges. So he was ready to go tonight. Thought he played well. We'll clean up a few things in the passing game. We missed a couple, but he's a pretty damn good player.
Yeah, he is. Let's enjoy this one, Coach. I know next week you get the Mason County Central Spartans, the Battle of Mason County, the battle for the Lumberman's Trophy. Normally, since the rivalry resumed, it's always been week 9.
Right.
Now it's moved to week 2.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Central is one of their better football teams. It is what you see tonight's not what you're going to see next Friday night. Mason County Central is going to bring it. They're downhill kids. They're strong kids. And Peyton Murs is probably one of the best football players in West Michigan. So it's going to be a heck of a night here.
And they got a young, talented sophomore quarterback. Talking about our quarterback, Cam Gunsel, who's put on 20 pounds. Pierce Blodzik has also put on, and he is matured. He's just a sophomore.
Yeah. He was a joy to watch this summer mature and just get better in our 7-on-7s. And I think the world of Blodzik. I think he's going to be a really good player for them. And I'm excited for next week. I can't wait to do it again.
Well, congratulations,
Thanks,
Coach,
guys.
on this one. Have a great week of practice. I'm sure you will. And we look forward to getting back with you next Friday night. Friday Night Lights. We go from Thursday night to Friday Night Lights. Exactly. Coach Charlie Gunsel, his Orioles defeat the Wildcats of Alpena tonight 67-0. I got a little research to do there, Jamie. AD Greg Piscadin has come up and said, Scoop, we need to know, is this a school record for the most points ever scored in a game?
Well, you're going to find out, I guarantee it.
Well, I'm going to go back and do some research. And off the top of my head, I can't remember a Ludington team putting up 67 points in a game unless it happened like back in 1924 or something like that.
It was a very good night. It was a fun night to be up here and, watch a lot of these kids perform. And like Coach said, they had a job to do. It doesn't matter who's on the other side of the ball. You got to come and do your job, and then they got to get right back after it this week and, come at Mason County Central and see what happens next week. It's going to be tougher, but this puts us in a good spot going forward for that next week's game.
My friend, I'm looking forward to working with you this year, not only in football, but possibly in basketball as well.
Yes, sir.
And we had a lot of fun tonight. Looking forward to a lot more of that. While I'm thinking about it, a big thank you to Ludington Area School District Superintendent Kyle Corlett, Dr. Kyle Corlett, and all the folks at LA Ludington Area Schools admin for the beautiful new equipment we have. I know Braden and Julie are both very happy. I'm very happy with it. And I know next week we'll have our second headset in where we'll be able to not have to go with a microphone there. But you guys did great tonight. It was a pleasure working with you. I'm looking forward to another very fun season. Big shout out as well to 102.7 WMOM owner Chris Nicholas for his support. And with that said, for our OSN executive producer, executive director, the one and only Thad Shank, for our technical engineers tonight and camera people, because they both swapped out. That's Braden Kronline, or Stad likes to call him our IT consultant. And Julia Havman, and for my partner tonight, the one and only Jamie Sycon. This is the voice of the Orioles, Todd Scoop Hansen, saying so long from Oriole Field. Once again, your final score in the opening game of the 2024 Gridiron season, the Ludington Orioles 67 and the Alpena Wildcats nothing. Good night, Oriole Nation. Have a great weekend.